on me, brother.
Hi, everybody from Trinity Christian Academy. It's TCA basketball tonight as the Lady Lions and Lions step right back into district play as they take on the Tipton Rosemark Academy Rebels and Lady Rebels out of Shelby County. I'm Dave McCulley along with Stan Gerard, a rematch of a couple of games a few weeks ago when we traveled down to Tipton Rosemark. Better for those folks to have to come here than us drive way down there in Shelby County. Nice little village there in Shelby County, but a hard place to get to from time to time. We're glad to be here, though, and it's senior night, the last regular season home game, unless the Madison game is made up. Obviously, that game has been canceled, but we are told, Stan has the details on that, we're told that a game might be in place for that down the road, but right now, officially or unofficially, this is the last home game of the year for the Lady Rebels and Rebels. It's amazing how these seasons just fly right through us and by us with football and now basketball. But coming in tonight, 17-3, fourth in the state, 8-0 in district play, taking on a revamped Lady Rebel team that was out two of their big stars, Raven Sims and Alicia Warren, did not play in the game earlier when TCA won and won big, 61-15. Down at Tipton Rosemark. Are those two kids enough to make up the difference? Well, they're two really, really great players. They're two all-district players, so we'll see what happens tonight with Cedric Anderson's ball club. The Rebels coming in here tonight, and Sam will give you all the details on their record and how they got to this point of the season as we wind down the regular season. But coming off a 59-52 hard-fought win over Jackson Christian, our Lady Lions down to our left, and the Rebels warming up in their gray, or sort of blue, grayish, and red uniforms down to the right. First of two this week, actually first of three. The Lady Lions and Lions will be on the road, and we'll be at Fed Academy. Philip Robinson's going to step in and help us with that, as Michael Mancini and Jay Cashin just talked to Jay a few minutes ago. They have the evening off Friday, and then Saturday, Stan will be down at McNary's. I have college duties with broadcast that day as well. Stan, good to be back with you, and we're back into district play, and I don't know, this district winding down, you've got all the standings here, but I'm not sure about this game tonight. Obviously, they play without two of their big guns, but they're back in the lineup tonight, so I expect a different kind of scenario tonight than what we had down at Tipton Rosemark about 3 weeks ago.
Well, you're exactly right, Diamond Dave McCulley. I had the opportunity to watch some film on this Tipton Rosemark against their game against USJ from last week. Went to overtime in that ball game that Rosemark won. But definitely, Raven Sims and Lisa Warren are difference makers for this ball club. Sims, we're told, was out pretty much with COVID protocol stuff for a couple weeks or so during the time period that we played them. And when you look at Warren, she's just now coming back. You'll see her on the court coming up here, and she's just got a large lineman's knee brace on her knee that, she looks like she's moving okay, but it's going to limit her laterally in which way she can go and, how much pressure she's able to put on that knee. But it's going to be interesting to see how this game turns up. They beat USJ in overtime last week, and so it's going to be bottom line is it's going to be a lot closer ball game tonight than it was 3 weeks ago. TCA is going. This is a great game for TCA. It's going to force us to get tuned up and get ready to play for postseason against a completely revamped opponent, and that's a good thing for us.
No doubt about it. I totally agree with you. The lateral movement will be a big key for her. And mentally sometimes when you're coming back from an injury like that with a knee, that is a big factor as well. Let's hope that she's okay. Obviously, we want TCA to win this game tonight, but you always hope that the kids get back in the lineup and do something that they dream to do or have been doing, probably dreaming of since they were little small toddlers. Michael Mancini is our producer and director tonight. Tonight's broadcast being brought to you by the Trinity Christian Academy Booster Club. We appreciate all they do for us and all they do for the school out here on 10 Windy City Road as well. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. The countdown to tip-off will continue. Stan will take a look at the district standings, and we'll look at some of the matchups tonight between the Rebels and our Lady Lions here on the TCA Basketball Network.
Thank you for following TCA Athletics. This is Gina Keltner, president of the TCA Booster Club. God has called Trinity Christian Academy to assist Christian families and their churches in providing a biblically directed, academically excellent education that equips students to be godly leaders and servants in their home, churches, and communities. The TCA Booster Club's efforts help provide the resources necessary for our coaches to have the opportunity to carry out TCA's mission on the court and on the field.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mann's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Jump a couple of opponents and possibly finish as high as fourth place in the region. So a lot to play for both teams. TCA, we want to keep our perfect record alive heading into Friday's game against once defeated Fayette Academy. So big game for both teams tonight. Very critical.
No doubt. I totally agree, Stan. You know, the thing that you mentioned a moment ago, we talked about the other night on our broadcast, it got my attention pretty quick when Tipton Rosemark came up here and beat USJ in overtime, because that's a pretty good USJ basketball team that we beat by 10. We had our hands full with them, and I'm telling you, USJ is going to be a dangerous team in the postseason. This Tipton Rosemark team, healthy, will be a dangerous team. So, yeah, it's a big ball game for both teams tonight.
And, you know, it's going to make it region play, the region tournament just got a whole lot tougher.
Sure did.
With Sims coming back into the fold for Tipton Rosemark. Well, we'll get our first look at her this year, see what kind of shape she's in. And, of course, our first look this year at Elise Warren as well. We'll see what kind of shape her knee is in. Amelia Gang for TCA, unlikely to play in tonight's game unless it's a dire emergency. They're still trying to rest her because of that high ankle.
Yeah, Matt kept that open a little bit. I don't think she'll play unless TCA, he thinks they really need her, and they may. You never know. But, if you could buy another few days with her not playing, getting ready maybe even for Fayette Academy Friday, the road game, which is really going to be tough, and then the USJ road game next, Tuesday, a week from tonight, you'd love to have her healthy for both of those games.
You certainly would, because those are the two biggies after tonight, then sandwich in the game down at McNary on Saturday is just kind of a more or less a walkthrough. I think we'll see a lot of youngsters playing that ball game. Neil McNary is playing a little bit better ball. TCA is going to be the heavy favorite in that game. This game, we're not going to handicap it because we don't, gambling is illegal, of course, but I would say TCA, when you compare numbers and compare comparative scores and stuff, we might be looking at about a 10-point ball game tonight, somewhere in that neighborhood if you were to establish a line on the game.
Yeah, because without Sims, without Warren, they were a totally different team down there, weren't they?
Oh, it's no Moss. We could have started our second team. No offense to the young ladies that played, but Tipton Rosemark, very top-heavy in talent, but it does fall off very quickly.
No doubt about it. Big ball game Friday night at Fayette Academy. You and I will be going down there. Philip's going to be working with us. Michael working with us tonight. We remind you again, and we'll do this several times, that tonight's telecast being brought to you by the fine folks of the Trinity Christian Academy Booster Club. We appreciate their help as always.
And they do a great thing, supply our athletes with a lot of financial resources that they would not otherwise have, and it's a blessing to have the fine folks at the Booster Club stepping in for this ball game. Well, Diamond, we're just getting close to the start of this ball game. A a kind of a light TCA crowd so far, very light Rosemark crowd. It's senior night at TCA. We'll carry the, we'll broadcast the senior night ceremonies in between ball games. Once the girls' game is over, we'll have senior ceremonies for that. So stick around for that, if you will. And just about ready for this ball game, Tipton Rosemark. Correct me if I'm wrong, Diamond. Those look like new uniforms for them. That's a good-looking little uniform they got.
I like that, yeah. Clint Reed's the public address announcer. He does a great job. And I'm not sure. Camden Maxfield, she's over there behind the bench. She may be doing the national anthem tonight.
Well, we just may have to. What we're going to do is we're going to go down to the PA announcer, and we're going to pick up the opening ceremonies down the floor. Take it away, guys.
Between the Tipton Rosemark Rebels and your TCA Lions. Before we meet the starting lineups, would you please stand for a word of prayer and remain standing as we honor America with our national anthem. Please pray with me. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for bringing us all safely here together. We thank you for the two schools that are represented here this evening. Father, we pray that you would keep these student athletes safe from injury. And whether on the court or in the stands, help us all to demonstrate good sportsmanship. We pray that you will direct our lives and use us daily for the good of your kingdom. We pray all these things in the precious name of your Son, our Savior, Jesus. Amen. Tonight's national anthem is being sung by basketball player Camden Maxfield. Camden is a junior at Trinity Christian Academy and is the daughter of Greg and Tori Maxfield.
Another proud graduate of the Diamond Dave McCulley School of Music.
She knocked a home run there, didn't you?
Yes, she did.
Absolutely. We haven't heard a bad anthem here forever, I guess, but certainly this year has really been outstanding.
I mean, doing a great job all year long, and now we're just about ready for the starting lineups. We'll give you the starting lineups for Tipton Rosemark first. It's going to be a freshman, number 2, Emma Richardson. Wearing number 12 is Ava Anderson. It's going to be number 11, Raven Sims. Number 14, Riley Bowers. And number 23, Elise Warren. So it's Richardson, Anderson, Sims, Bowers, and Warren, the starters for Tipton Rosemark.
Great job, Stan. They only scored 15 against us down there. And Stan, looking back at the people starting this game, of course, Warren and Sims didn't play. Only 9 points returning from the 15-point performance down there.
So it's going to be a totally different game. We'll remind those of you watching, this is an interactive broadcast, and we invite you all to participate by leaving a message in the comments section. Yes, even the folks from Tipton Rosemark, more than welcome to leave some comments in the comments section. Tell us your name, who you are, and where you're watching this game at. We'd love to hear from you. And now, as I like to say, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, get out of your seats and get on your feet, and let's meet the starting lineup for your TCA Lady Lions. She's a senior, number 3, Elizabeth Hurt. It's going to be a junior, number 11, Carden Vales. It's going to be a sophomore, number 20, Anna Sanders. Also starting tonight for TCA, junior, number 22, Olivia Lee. And finally for TCA, a senior, number 23, Hannah Yarborough. I believe I said Olivia Lee was 23. She's actually 22. So for TCA, it's Hurt, Vales, Sanders, Lee, and Yarborough. For Rosemark, Richardson, Anderson, Sims, Bowers, and Warren. TCA, of course, in their home white uniforms, purple numbers trimmed in black. Tipton Rosemark in the black uniforms, red numbers with red and white trim and gray trim as well. First time I've seen these uniforms. That's not a bad looking uniform, actually. The good thing about them is we can see the numbers on, which is always a good thing. They keep saying that they need to get that rule back where, opposite dark uniforms, light numbers, they never do. But we're about to get this game underway. Big game in Division II West Region action. And with the call of the game, the voice of basketball in West Tennessee, Dave McCulley.
Thank you very much, Stan the man. Actually wearing a dark blue. They do look black when you first look at them. It's a dark blue, and the tip is controlled by TCA. Lee, who's averaging 26 points a game, drives right in, and right off the bat, knocks it off the glass. It's there.
Boy, the high archer goes. They really gave up the baseline easily on that one.
Right court, Sims, outstanding player, wearing the white headband tonight. The Rebels out of Tipton Rosemark, right there near Bolton, not far from Arlington, my hometown. 7:33 left here. On the right wing, Little Richardson. They swing it out front now to Bauer. She had 5 when they played earlier. Sims with it, did not play due to COVID. Shaking and baking, nowhere to go. Great defense by TCA, and she throws it away. Trying to go across the zone that TCA had established and threw it away. Stand about the second row of the bleachers down there.
So far, the TCA with some good defense. They're wanting to get the ball inside, not able to do that. And they're going to come and meet us with the ball here at midcourt, and pretty much a matchup the rest of the way around.
Yeah, it looks like they've got.
They're getting close to man.
Sure are.
Oh!
Great pass down low from Lee to Vale. It's there. Carden off the glass. 2 bank shots, 2 buckets, 4-0 TCA.
Tipton Rosemark defense just fell asleep, gave up the backdoor play. The back door was way wide open for the Dogs.
I guarantee you we got a lot of folks down in Shelby County watching this one in the Rosemark area. They had a gigantic crowd down there when we came to town. Hannah Yarborough steps in, the senior, playing her last game possibly on this court during the regular season anyway, will come to front court. I would think TCA will be back here during the postseason. Vales, left wing, Sanders. Sanders can't shoot. Now throws it up, bad shot, no good. Rebound's controlled by Bowers. And they got in there that time, got among the trees and had to give it up. Here's Sims, little Euro step and walk. No, they get a foul on TCA. I thought she may have walked. Matt Coble can't believe there wasn't a walk call there.
I can't either.
4-0, yeah, I think he missed that one. Sims to the line. She was fouled, but it's after she walked. Sims to the line. Don't have any stats on Tipton Rosemark. And Sims will shoot, too. Up, got it. Who got the foul, Stan? Did you see?
I did not see, because I was looking at the travel.
4-1 your score. And Sims and Warren in the game tonight. I know the Rosemark fans down there would love to see them back out on the court. Sims, bottom of the sack again. And it's a 4-2 ball game.
I bet we got a lot of Fayette Academy fans tuning in as well tonight.
Yeah, we sure do. Vales across the timeline. High post pass to Lee, almost walked out to Sanders. Out to Vales, her three's on the way. Got it. Carden Vales red hot.
Great ball movement by TCA, finding Carden Vales open top of the key from 20 feet.
Great pass that caught her right at the letters of Trinity, which a shooter can just shoot very fluid when they get the pass there. And she just squared up, and when she squares up, she's as good as it gets. Out here to little Andrew Richardson. Richardson's 3. Good for Richardson for Tipton Rosemark. So the team swat 3 stand.
Inside out play. You can see Warren handling the basketball going in. You can tell she's not moving as good as she normally would carrying that brace.
Lee drives in. TCA fans want to foul. Didn't get it. Front court Sims. Sims will drive right by everybody. A little Euro step this time. No foul, and she'll shoot 2. She crashes into the cheerleaders down there.
And we're going to get on that. I believe that is going to be Carden picking up that foul for TCA.
Only bad thing is, folks that are watching us for the first time, maybe down at Rosemark, we're great vantage point. We look down on the court. We're in the first row of the upper section here, but the official runs away from us, and when they don't post the fouls here, it's on the board, it's hard to see. Sims, 3 of 3, knocks this one in. Can tie the game here, and missed it. And Lee steps in there and gets that rebound. Lee averaging 8 boards per game. Pretty stout, Stan. 8 boards a game and 26 points a game.
That's why she's a Miss Basketball finalist.
Yarborough's 3, no. Sims with a rebound. Sims, outstanding player. She can play on the wing. She can play center if she needs to.
Yeah. I mean, you look, she is very quick with the rock.
7-6. Tough matchup. She's one of those players that can really create her own shot. You give her a little bit of a crease, a little bit of a screen. She wants that ball this time, but Warren doesn't give it up to her. Now Warren cross court. Richardson, another long shot this time. Back rim, no, from the left wing. And leave the rebound. I think we're going to get a foul on Bowers, I think.
I'm going to give her the foul, her first team foul against the Lady Rebs.
They actually got number 10, Ava Anderson, Stan.
Really?
Yep. 7-6. I saw the 1 in the O. It's the only reason.
Okay.
The eye vision is much better than it used to be with the surgery.
You spent those high dollars on that.
Yeah, Vales with it. My wife fenced me for it. Here's Sanders with it. Bad pass. Threw it over Olivia Lee's outstretched arms into the Rosemark cheerleaders. They made the trip up here tonight. 7-6. 1-point game. Lady Lions, you thought this would be a different game. Stan, it was 26-0 down there before they scored.
And already you can tell a completely different ball game.
Great pass. Sims over here to the wide open shooter. Ugly shot by Anderson way out there. I'm not sure that's the coach Anderson that he wanted that shot out there. Like to maybe had her. She could have moved in a little closer. Yarborough had the 14-footer, doesn't shoot. Out to Carden, another 3. This time good again. Cardendale,
8 points.
2 of 2 out there, has 8 in the game. You're right.
Boy, just drained that one.
If Cardendale hits that shot in the postseason, TCA will be a hard out for anyone. I don't care who they are.
You are most correct. It becomes a premium in the postseason.
10-6. Well, the thing about it, Stan, you'll get Gehring back in the lineup healthy. The other thing is it frees up Lee to do more damage inside and outside. Vales with a steal, puts it up, and a foul.
And, yeah. They're going to get Richardson on the foul.
Not a bad foul, to be honest with you, because it keeps her from shooting. Well, they didn't call a foul. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
Didn't call one.
Are you serious?
The TCA fans are not happy with the lack of a whistle there. Coach Anderson across the way likes it.
Well,
we'll see Coach Anderson's guys coming up later, and we'll see a guy named Tyler Bird. I'll call you back, big guy, doing a ball game right now. Here's a shot by Lee, a 3. It's there. That was the governor, by the way. Lee hits that, and she has 5. And it's the 13-6. Yeah, the governor called it.
I thought that might have been somebody from the center or
No, that was Governor Brashears from Kentucky. The Tennessee governor didn't call me.
Okay.
13-6. I'm going to be on his cabinet before, so I'm going to move to Lexington is what I'm going to do. Of course, he's in Frankfurt, but it's close. 13-6.
You'll make that daily drive?
Listen, if the governor of Kentucky called me, you won't see me here Friday. Here's a shot by, and I love, Maxfield banks a 2-in. She's laughing about it.
Well,
and
the
Coach Anderson
bank
calls
is
the
open.
timeout. Yeah.
With 3:15 to go in our opening period, TCA opens up a 15-6 lead. A 30-second break right here on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
We're back at Trinity Christian Academy, a very familiar place for yours truly for about 15 years. Stan's been with us much of those that tenure as well. And right now, 6 buckets already, Stan. 3, 4, 5, 6 buckets already in this game. And yet we still have 3 minutes left in the first. And it's a 15-6 game. TCA opening up red hot. A bad pass thrown away by Richardson. Stolen by Lee. Lee goes the other way. Lee will put it up. No foul. She'll shoot 2. Olivia looked like she was sort of fainted them off a little bit. Looked like she was going to come over on the left of the paint that time to Maxfield, but took it herself, and she'll shoot free throws. Where on the season, Stanley, she is a 78% free throw shooter.
Diamond, correct me if I'm wrong, this will be our 14th year together doing basketball.
I think you're right.
As we started in 2007, as the free throw is no good.
Yeah, and I started in 2006. You came on in 2007. It's been a labor of love, hasn't it?
And football since 2009.
Lee hits 1 of 2. Olivia has 6 in the game, and it's now a 16-6 game. Well, the Lions defense has done it, Stan. It's about 4 steals already in this game for the Lions.
Yeah, 4
they
turnovers.
They play a 1-2-2 here. Excuse me.
4 turnovers on Rosemark in this game, make it number 5.
They have in the ball game Kayla Clement. She had 5 against TCA down there. She and Bowers led them with 5 each. And that wasn't a bad pass. I think Bowers just didn't anticipate the pass.
That's the second errant pass out of bounds they've had tonight of their 5 turnovers.
Jaden Maddox in the game played really well here the other night against Jackson Christian. She's in the game. Played well against USJ, I thought, as well.
She's been playing well, period, lately.
Underneath, they go to Maddox, can't shoot, and threw it away. And Lee can't come up with it as it sails into the student body over there, actually the Rebel boys team.
Diamond, you look at that, that's about the 3rd or 4th time we've been high post or high top the key and tried to go baseline on it and get them back door. That was the first time it failed.
Working with it now will be, that's a bad pass. Thrown away that time by Richardson. Lee with another steal, her 3rd of the game. Lays it up, got it, and fouled. Boy, TCA's defense right now, to use the word stifling would be an understatement, wouldn't it?
Diamond, you look at this as the foul is on Bowers. She goes up there. She tried to get foul to make the shot no good. If you're going to commit yourself to making that foul on that shot, teaching point, get your money's worth.
No doubt, 18-6. And to the line, Lee. 1 of 2 there tonight. Missed it. Rebound, Sims steps in there and cuts off the shooter and gets the rebound. Sims front court. She's a dazzling player, outstanding player. She's a player that can play at the next level, I think, Stan.
Mm-hmm.
Got a good outside shot that will enable her to be a guard at the next level. Well, can attack and strike toward the bucket with a dribble as well, just like that right there. Throws it up, no, and they get a foul on the floor. That's where she's dangerous, Stan. She can put it on the floor and take you inside, or she can settle for the outside jumper, and effective at both. Foul's
going to be on Maxwell and Diamond. The thing is, with that player, she won't have to do everything like she's having to do now.
Absolutely. Inbounds pass, they get it to Clement, out to Sims. High post pass to Warren. Warren, she's just not herself.
No.
You can tell that leg still bothered a little bit with that big brace on. Just dribble that ball off and put another turnover. Vales front court lead. Open 3 on its way. Yes.
My. Olivia Lee with 6, 8, 10, 11 in the game. Diamond, we've got another timeout on the floor. Bringing up by Elise Warren. She's having trouble going side to side. You can see her struggling getting up the court, going north and south on that play. A quick 30 on the TCA Basketball Network.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's Warranty for Life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Now TCA's hitting on all cylinders. We don't need to see at least. We don't need to see Miss Gary in this ball game.
Defense, I thought, was really good against USJ and Jackson Christian, the 2 most recent games that we referred to several times. But offensively, playing much better in this quarter than they played, I think, in any quarter in those 2 games. Across the timeline, Sims. Of course, Stan, here's a shot by Clement. That's an air ball out of bounds, and it belonged to TCA. But, Stan, when you hit shots, you look awfully good, don't you?
And I have to get a dollar in the tip jar. I almost call her Elisa Gehring. It is Amelia Gehring.
I think I called her that 2 or 3 times the other night, so we apologize.
We're going to have to get the tip jar here and get some money for a worthy cause.
Yeah, Alicia could be watching up in Lebanon tonight.
I know Macy Lee's watching.
Down low, tough pass to Maddox from Lee, but Lions come back up with it, 13-footer, and Lee is just on fire. Yes.
Boy, Olivia Lee, nominations for Miss Basketball are out. Of course, she was a finalist last year. If she doesn't win Miss Basketball this year, I would be shocked.
Whereas TCA's defense has been stifling, Tipton Rosemark really struggling. Shot up. Clement, no. Rebound, Warren. Warren back up. That's her game. It rolls in by Warren.
Her first bucket. Not good, strong move there. But, she didn't really jump on that leg. She just used her wingspan to get that rebound.
Boy, I admire her effort, though. She's giving it all she's got. Here's a pass. No look pass to Maddox. It goes off her hands, out of bounds. And here's Hurt, the senior, back in, and Vales, the junior, back in. And Maddox is going to get the rest. And Olivia goes out with the rest as well.
Yeah, I will say this about Elise Warren, a senior. Don't know if she's going to be able, with that injury, don't know if she's was going to play at the next level or not, or whether she is capable of it or not. But that's the type of kid that's given that type of effort with the knee injury that she obviously has. That's the type of kid you want on your team.
No doubt about it. I really admire her. You can tell she's not 100%, but she's giving a lot of great effort. Warren Sims in the paint, can't shoot. Outlet pass. That's a nice pass outside. Richardson up, no. Rebound control by Vales, and over her back will be Sims.
Should be on Clement. And
Clement got it? Okay, sorry about that. Sims was in the area. I was watching her. I thought maybe that her facial expression. And they'll have their guards, Clement and Richardson, to pick up TCA at midcourt. And the other three backs like a 2-3 zone, the two extended way out near midcourt. Vales, front court, Sanders. Anna's really had a good year off the bench, now starting with Gehring out. Vales with it with 2 seconds left. Vales shoves it up. Got it! Harden Vales, a little shovel shot, almost like a shot put. And boy, did TCA have a great first quarter. They lead the game 25-8. A little surprised by the margin. We'll come back after this 1-minute message on the TCA Basketball Network.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you're getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Yep, I know Paul and the gang, Worthy Roads, has that game they're producing tonight. And here's a bullet pass. Sims down low. Bowers. It goes right through her hands. Boy, that's a hard pass to handle there, and that's 8 turnovers now on Tipton Rosemark. Our lovely buddy Emma Wallace is working the camera. I always want to make sure that these support people get their due, Stan.
Okay.
A lot better looking than me and you and
that's true.
Mancini down here. Here's a shot up, no good. Lee with a rebound, back up, no. And she'll go to the line and shoot two. It's Lee, Hurt, Yarborough, Sanders, and Vales. Sanders and Vales talking over a little bit. And Lee to the line, where tonight she's 1 of 3. Now, she's got to hit this. Her mom's going to get on her a little bit right below me here.
Oh, Grandpa will not be happy either.
Good. Yeah, I see him down there now. Didn't see him earlier. And I haven't seen, there's Granny down there. The next one is up by Lee. Got them both.
And let's face it, Grandpa's forgot more about basketball than you or I will ever know about this game.
There's no doubt about that. 27-8. Bubba Holsinger in the house. His son Pierce plays on the guys' team. Not a huge crowd in here tonight. A lot different than it was the other night, although TCA people are still continuing to come in.
I think we're going to see a bigger crowd on the TCA side come time for boys action just because of the caliber of game that it's going to be.
Well, you got to remember too, Stan, and, we've talked about this through the years. It's tough to, you get off work, you got to go home, get something to eat, maybe fix the kids something, grab them something on the way, and freshen up a little bit and get out here. It's tough to make a 6 o'clock game. Here's Anderson, another shot put way out there, no good. Bales couldn't get the rebound, but she comes up with it. Now in the backcourt, we get a foul on Richardson. Too much contact. Richardson, that's her second.
Yeah, and you kind of stole my thunder. It looked like a shot put. That shot was
27-8. You're talking about Tipton Rosemark, our trip down there. That is a loud gym down there, isn't it?
Oh yeah. It's and what's the one big difference between the gym there and what you're seeing tonight?
27-8.
Think about it.
No, we'll think about it. Here's Yarborough with it. Yarborough down low.
No foul.
And ball knocked away. Lee may have been fouled, no call. But look at Bales dive on the floor. and also give Sims a lot of credit too. Well, one thing, the crowd's a little closer to the court.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole lot brighter here.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
And that makes for a totally different sheen. The sheen backgrounds are not all that much different, but the brightness is a major difference.
Clint does a good job here. Their announcer, PA guy, he does a good job down there. He really is into the game. If I remember correctly, I think it was his daughter that was homecoming queen. You remember that night when it came out, I picked who I thought was going to win, and she won. Remember that? I can't remember her
by
name.
the way, who picked the AFC champions?
Well, you did.
That's right.
I'm glad the two that are in there are in there. I can really sort of get interested in the game now. Of course, I'm pulling for the Bengals. Here's Vales with it. Over to Hurt. Ball goes off her chest, out of bounds. Jay Cashin's in the house. Jay making an appearance. He was signing autographs when I was down earlier, 8x10s. He and Mancini both now getting in on the gig. We were getting in.
Oh, yeah. I rang out of them last week.
Jay's got a new badge, 27-8.
Super.
Working with it.
I'll need them down at Fayette Academy.
Jay's
Friday.
walking around enjoying the game. His lovely wife is working the concession stand tonight. Put her to work. Here's the bad pass. Knocked away. Bales goes back and gets it, though. And she'll have it to Hurt. Hurt bump, no call. And that's a good no call there in the game, if you call it both ways. Working with it, Lee over to Vales. They come out on Vales this time. Sims all over, and now Vales throws it away. Sims, great defense in the baseline. Outstanding defense.
Yeah, we rotated into the strength of their team that time.
Look at that crossover dribble, a little floater, no. And Lee and Sims going at it that time to get that rebound. That's 2 stars right there, folks. Here's Lee with it. Lee out to Vales, squares for another 3. Got another one.
Oh, my.
She has 3 threes in the game and 13, along with 15 by Lee. They've got 28 of the 30 points, Stan.
Oh, she's white hot.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, she is.
Sizzling.
And now another timeout, Coach Anderson. That's his third timeout.
Yep.
He's trying to stop the damage here, but TCA burning them right now, 30-8. We'll take a quick 30 back after this. Stay with us.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
And back to play with a 3. No good by Tipton Rosemark.
Richardson put it up, no good. Hit one out there earlier, but has missed 3 on tonight. She's 1 of 4 out there. Lee with the rebound. Lee coast to coast, puts it up, no. And Sims comes down the rebound.
Thought we might have seen a little hack there, too.
TCA fans thought the same thing. Sims out this time to Clement. Her 3 there. Clement, remember, hit 1 down there against us. She had 5. She has 3 here. That cuts it to a 30-11 game.
Well, you look at Sims. She handles the basketball. She makes that step. It looks like a travel every single time.
Sanders a 3 the other way. No good. And Bowers trying to dig out the rebound. It goes off her leg down there. Dexter down there talking to Brad Carson in the game. And now here's the ball to be inbounded by Vales on the end line down there in the corner.
Well, expect Dexter to have a little something in his side pocket tonight.
He's a magician, isn't he? Here is Lee with it. Lee in the paint. Lee shovels it up with the left hand. Oh, my goodness. She threw that up with the left hand. It went 10 feet above the bucket and then went down and in.
Dropped straight down in. Amazing.
32-11. Already in the game.
Hot.
17 in the game already for Lee. Richardson,
look
ball
at that.
picked, her pocket picked by Sanders. Anna front court. Anna will drive in. Walt got away with it and puts up no good. Yeah, she drug the pivot foot, no doubt about
it. It was like that she was hitting the brakes. You're going so fast, it's kind of hopped.
And to the line is Sanders. I'm surprised they didn't see that, aren't you?
Well,
pretty obvious.
Proving, some folks call us both homers, proving we will call it out on our side too.
Sanders to the line, 50% free throw shooter, knocks this one in. This team consistently has been fairly good from the line all year, Stan. We've had a couple of games didn't shoot them well, but for the most part, up in the mid to high 60s. That's pretty good at the high school level.
Yeah, and Anna is not one who's not shot a lot of free throws this year. I mean, she just makes the bottom of that net just tick, just ripple a little bit. I mean, it's pure clean shot there.
34-11. The stat system they use here is a little bit like what we use at the college level, Presto. And I saw a picture the other night where The guy's dreaming, and he says, boy, I wish I had pressed Dak stats back. Here's the ball thrown away by Sims, but saved that time. Clement, good recognition by Clement on the bad pass.
You remember we used to call it Dak stand?
Dak stand, yeah. You were good, no doubt. Here's Sims with it. Sims drives in the paint. Up, no. Great move. Shot just didn't drop. Great effort, though. Lee front court from Vales. Lee will drive right by everybody. Lay up there. She now has 19 already in the game. We're not at halftime yet.
Here's the big key. When you can beat Sims and Warren down the court, you're going to get buckets.
Yeah, no doubt about it. TCA at a 1-2-2 with Maxfield now the front end of that. They go to the cutter Richardson. She throws one up. That's all she could do. She got in there deep. And the ball is controlled by TCA.
Well-designed play, though.
Vales the other way. Vales bounces it to Maddox. Left baseline jumper. Yes, great pass. That's why Vales leads the team in assists.
Maddox completely wide open, undefended off the baseline on the backside.
Relentless thus far, 38-11. It's all TCA in this one. We thought it would be a lot different tonight with Warren back in there despite her injury, and with Sims. Sims from 17 feet. Got it. That's Sims. Her first bucket of the game. She has 5.
Hey, that's a pretty jump shot.
It is. She's a good-looking player. 38-13.
I think you may have a coach that may want to take a look at her.
I mentioned her to him. Here's Lee. Lee, back rim from 3 this time. No. Rebound Bowers. Now they pass to Sims. They run Clement on the right wing. And now Sims will elect to pull up for the 3 herself. Back rim, no. Good shot. Just didn't go in. Clement with a rebound. Lost it. Vales picks her pocket. Clement comes back up with it. Unloads now to the newcomer Haler's in the game. Out to Richardson. Her 3. Nope. Glass, nothing else. Bowers back up and in.
TCA didn't defend the backside real well after playing good defense solidly on that last possession. Just let a little backside thing in there for the bucket.
Coach Anderson has his team playing hard, though. They're giving great effort. Just have been overwhelmed by the shooting thus far of TCA. High post pass. Avery Lane Overton turns, fires. It came off. Tough break. Rebound control by Tipton Rosemark. Sims the other way. Sims down to our right. Sims drives in against the defenders, puts it up. No, a lot of contact. No call, and now scramble for the ball, and Maxfield and Sims tie it up.
Here's the one thing you got to do on Sims' diamond when she's charging. First of all, you got to stop the ball. You got to stop the ball high. We initiate some contact late. We probably should have had a blocking foul call against us because there was contact and we moved. But once we get that back established, you got to hold your ground there and draw the charge on that young lady.
Sims adjusted her left shoe that time, but boy, she's really huffing and puffing. You might imagine being out now coming back. Here's a 3. It's there by Clement. And
That's
she has
second.
2 threes, and it's 38-18, and the Rebels are not going quietly into the night here.
Well, Diamond, you look at it, it's a Rosemark camp. Looks like outside getting inside with the Sims. They're looking to live and die by the 3.
Yep, and I think that's all they can do. That and Sims is attack. Ball knocked away, coming up with it, Sims. Sims front court, cross court to Anderson. Anderson nowhere to go. Back out to Sims. Rosemark's got another player in the game. We'll get that number for you. Sims drives in the paint. No, she thought she was fouled. No call.
No.
Front court pass, Yarborough. Yarborough will drive in with a left-handed layup. It's there by Hannah.
Hannah with her first bucket as she went down the stretch.
Coach Anderson did not complain about the call. I'm not sure that he was enthralled by it. The other player that's in the game is Lizzie Crow, a freshman. And they've got a couple of, 3 freshmen on the roster. Vales picks the pocket of Richardson. She'll go the other way against Clement. Good job by Clement knocking the ball out of bounds, not giving giving up on the play by Vales to shoot a layup.
You know the Crow girl, Lizzie Crow, if she played for TCA, you know what her nickname would be?
What's that?
Thin Lizzie, the rock group.
40-18. That's true, I guess, but I'm not a big fan of that rock group. You like your rock.
Oh, I do.
Here's Maxfield out between the circles. I like some rock, but not the rock you like. Here's the shot up by Maxfield. No. Rebound back up. Hurt. No. And Crow comes down with a rebound and gives it to Sims. I'm more of the pop rock. You're more of the hard rock, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 40-18.
Loud and proud.
Yeah. Working with it, Sims. Of course, I listen to K-Love every day, so I can't tell you what's really hot on pop rock anymore. That and Kentucky Sports Radio. That's the only 2 things I listen to anymore. 40-18. I mean, the world could come crashing down on my way home, and I wouldn't know it.
You never know.
I'm listening to podcasts. Here is the ball goes right. That's a bad pass by Sims. Do it right at the legs of Richardson.
I've got that as 12 turnovers on Rosemark Diamond TCA with 7 in this contest with 17 seconds to go in the quarter.
The local radio does win out when there's inclement weather. I will listen to that on the way in. Of course, I drive 45 miles each way to work every day. McKenzie's a tough drive sometimes, especially after a ball game.
It's not easy, period.
After a doubleheader at night, it's really rugged. Lee, 3, deep left, yes. And Lee
That's
is
her
just,
third three.
yeah, she is burning them up. She has 3, 5, 7, 9, 21 in the game, or 22 in the game, and the shot at the end of the half, no good by Tipton Rosemark. And it's all Lions. They lead the Rebels 43-18. We'll come back. Stats. Stan will have analysis, and we'll talk more about the boys' game. It should be a doozy coming up later here. Our game being sponsored, or our games, I should say, being sponsored by the TCA Booster Club. We're back after this. Stay with us, everybody.
As freezing temperatures make their arrival, McCoy's Heating and Air can give you peace of mind this season with a thorough seasonal inspection of your system. A seasonal inspection from the professionals at McCoy's Heating and Air is valued at $89. But if you call before January 31st, you can get yours for only $50. Each additional unit can be inspected for only $25. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your seasonal inspection.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKenzie Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
We're back after an interesting discussion between myself and Diamond Dave. 43-18 at the half. TCA dominating play in the first half. Here is your official stats from the first half as far as team stats go. For Tipton Rosemark, they had 8 in the first, 10 in the second for their 18. TCA with 25 in the first and 18 in the second for their 43 points. It was Tipton Rosemark 29% from the field at 6 of 21 shooting. TCA blistering the nets, Diamond Dave. 16 of 26 for 62% from the field. Rosemark 25% from long range of 3 of 12. TCA again blistering 6 of 9 for 67%. Cherry Stripes 75% for Rosemark, 3 of 4. TCA 71% on 3 of 7. TCA only +1 in the rebounding department. TCA with 16 assists, 8 steals, and a block in the game. And here's Dave McCulley with individual numbers.
Thank you, Stan. You shoot 62%. You are really, and 43 points. I mean, and a lot of assists, too. I didn't catch your number on assists, but really hitting a lot of shots, and you really look good. And obviously, you're going to win a lot of ball games when you shoot that kind of percentage. 3 tonight by Richardson. 5 by Sims, 2 by Bowers, 2 by Warren, and 6 by Clement, 2 threes off the bench for Tipton Rosemark. They scored 8 in the first and put 10 on the board in the second. Meanwhile, TCA scored 25 in the first and then 18 in the second. They lead the game 43-18. For the Lions, it is Hurt, who's played not scored. Amelia is not playing tonight. Kate Nethery has not made an appearance. We'll probably see her in the second half. Avery Lane Overton had a really nice move in the paint, but didn't get it to go. She is scoreless. Carden Vales with 13, and Carden has 3 threes in the first half. Anna Sanders with 2 free throws. Olivia had 21 in the game, 13 in the first stanza, 9 in the second, so that would add up Diamond Dave to 22 instead of 21. And Hannah Yarbrough had 2, and Jaden Maddox had 2 as well. Unofficially, I have TCA 5 of 7 from the line. Tipton Rosemark 3 of 4. Let's take another 2-minute break. Stan will come back, have some area scores for you, and what we expect in this second half. You'll hear it from Stan the Man when we come back. This is TCA basketball being sponsored tonight by the TCA Booster Club. Stay with us.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em, Lions!
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Thank you for following TCA Athletics. This is Gina Keltner, president of the TCA Booster Club. God has called Trinity Christian Academy to assist Christian families and their churches in providing a biblically directed, academically excellent education that equips students to be godly leaders and servants in their home, churches, and communities. The TCA Booster Club's efforts help provide the resources necessary for our coaches to have the opportunity to carry out TCA's mission on the court and on the field.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Alongside Dave McCulley, I'm Stan Gerard. We're at the half. TCA leads 43-18. A couple of other scores from West Tennessee just before the half. Jackson Christian leading Sacred Heart 24-21. And what I'm seeing at the half, USJ leading Fayette Academy 20-16.
How about that? Tough game
half.
there, tie game, yeah. Big hello to Nancy Rogers. She said she loved Camden's Star Spangled Banner. And I agree with you, Nancy. She did a great job. And Melanie Wilburn, who is always a follower of our broadcast and telecast, tuned in tonight as well, Stan.
Always a loyal following for Jackson, Tennessee's #1 broadcast of high school basketball. We appreciate y'all very much.
Larry Vales and others tuned in tonight. We'll try to get some of those words and names in for you. Well, about 2.5 minutes, Stan. Before we take our final break, before we begin and resume play in the third quarter, a quick note on what you expect in the second half, sir.
Well, in the second half, hopefully we'll see more of the same.
Yeah.
You know, my gut says that Sims and Warren are going to get some buckets. So, it's just in my gut that they've been held in check. Warren with a deuce and Sims with 5. Something tells me one of those two, if not both of them, are going to try and light it up a little bit here in the second half. I certainly can hope the defense will remain the same. I'd like to see TCA start. If this was early in the season, Diamond, you might start to think about some substitution patterns.
Sure.
At this time of the year, Diamond, I think you need to stay more with what's gotten you to the dance and what's going to take you deep into the dance. Start narrowing down that lineup that you use, and maybe not going so deep, and start narrowing it down to your go-to players.
We're all team players up here, including Coach Mancini, Stan Gerard, and yours truly, Diamond Dave, but we were not team players when it came to attire tonight. Tonight's country night. No student body. We should have wore our boots and brought our hats, guys, tonight. We'll take a 1 minute break.
I could have worn my straw hat.
I don't have a cowboy hat. I bet Mike's got 2 or 3 of them in the closet. We'll take a 1 minute break. We'll be back 43-18. I love to pick on him and Jay. Back after this. Stay with us. This is TCA Basketball.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2177.
I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
McKinsey Banking Company, Foundation Bank, one of the sponsors of TCA Athletics all season long. I still got to say it, though, the gentleman doing that spot for McKinsey Bank, he does look like one of the characters from 2.5 Men. He looks like one of the brothers from he looks like Charlie Sheen's brother from 2.5 Men.
I'll have to check that out again. But Stan, I don't know if we'll see him in the second half, but 3 additions to the squad tonight we didn't talk about.
Troy Robinson, Riley Hidrogo, and Annie Payne just called up from the middle school team to take their places on the varsity level and get them acclimated to the system.
I saw some of the parents down there taking photos with them, photo ops before the game. TCA will have it. They lead the game 43-18. A 1-2-2 zone by Tipton Rosemark. There's that backdoor pass again. This time Bales finds Lee again. Lee giving her a big smile as she had to go high to get it. Laid it in. It's 45-18, and Lee has 24 in the game.
And if she keeps this up, she's on a record-breaking pace.
Yep, she came in averaging 26 almost, 25.6. Shot up no good, and the ball knocked out of bounds. It goes off TCA. And it will be the Lions having Vales, Sanders, Hurt, Lee, and Yarborough, the same quintet that started. Clement's going to get the start in the second half with Richardson, Sims. And here's the pass, inbounds pass. And one of the few times tonight, Lions went flat-footed, and the pass into Bowers, and she laid it off the glass. It's there.
Yeah, she zigged, and we zagged on that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, Warren not able to go, Stan. She just is not out there, and they put Clement in for it. Lee, a step back 3 there, 27 in the game.
Diamond. We've seen Olivia have some great shooting games, but this is starting to be one of her better shooting games of the year. And let's face it, she's had a bunch of 30-point games.
Yeah. Right wing, Richardson, the 3, air ball, knocked out of bounds, touched last by Yarborough, proper call. The officials, for the most part, I think have done an excellent job tonight.
Well, they've been quiet, and that's what we like. And as usual, we've got time on the floor. Track practice for the middle school team and the grade school team underway behind us. A timeout on the floor. We're going to take one with them. 48-20. We're back after this on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
It's been a tradition this year we better get back to play.
Inbound pass to Bowers. Bowers up this time, no. And again, TCA dodged the bullet that time as they went so flat-footed again. And inbounds pass fairly easy to Bowers. She just couldn't connect. Left free throw line extended. Vales, 15-footer. No, 16. It went. And here's Yarborough with it. She missed it. And now Lee out to Sanders. Her 3. Yes.
Sanders now with her first bucket. She's got 5 in the game. Great ball movement on that play. Finally opened Sanders.
Outstanding. Yeah, she had 2 free throws earlier, 51-20. And the onslaught, the great shooting continues here. They shot 62% in the first half and haven't really missed a beat much here in this second half. And when they have, they've got the offensive rebound. Down low, Clement's foul, no call.
That was a nice pass though from Sims.
Yeah, it was. Hurt sort of pushed her in the back, got away with it. Now Vale's being ridden there by Richardson. Out to Lee, another 3. This time, no. Bounce around a couple of times, and Clement with a rebound. Little Clement gets a lot of things done for them. She's not a wowzer with athleticism, but she's a good player. Sims on a running leaner off the glass, no. Ball out of bounds, touched last by Sims. She really went on the back of Lee as well, got away with it. Coach Anderson talking to her. He's not happy with that shot, I think, although she's the kind of player who makes that shot.
Well, right now, and no offense to the young ladies, Raven Sims is the Tipton Rosemark basketball team.
There's no doubt about it. The other way, Lee just inside the free throw line, left free throw line extended, and foul, no bucket, and she'll shoot 2. Judy Keene tuned in tonight as well. She's watching up in Loudon, Tennessee.
Yep. Clement with the
Randy
foul.
And Stan's watching. Well, you and I both watching and broadcasting too. We're using it as monitors. Here's Lee up. Lee, good. Stan, 6 in the quarter, 28 in the game. her high 41, is that right?
Well, the school record's 42.
By Bryn Lytle. Is that correct?
I believe so.
Yep. And Lee will go again.
Macy has approached it several times.
Savannah?
Olivia has approached it several times. Second free throw is good.
Savannah has some 30-point games out here. Macy, 53-20.
Money's watching tonight.
And we got another lead coming up. Gabriel on the guy's side. He's going to be on the roster tonight. Yeah, the G-man.
The little general.
53-20. Trying to figure out how many years the Lees would have been out here with their kids from Savannah all the way now through the guys later.
And Savannah's getting ready to graduate college this year.
Isn't that amazing? That's just amazing.
Golly, Bill.
Down low to Warren.
Steal.
Pocket pick. Put it on the floor. Bales went in there to get it. Coach Anderson not happy with Warren that time. Bales darts in, nothing there. Going against Lee, tries to go underneath. The ball goes out of bounds. They say it goes off of TCA.
Now, I wanted you folks, as you saw that, the step slide defense by Sims there. Did a great job of cutting off the baseline. That's defense the way it's supposed to be played down low on the baseline.
No doubt about it. Now, there's one guy down in the student section. He's got the T-shirt on, the flannel shirt unbuttoned, and the hat on and the megaphone. Now, he's living up to the country theme tonight.
All he needs is some straw.
There's a pass thrown into the TCA or Tipton Rosemark bench. Coach Anderson, he just lowers his head. He's not happy as he stands.
One thing for sure, with it being country night, we're going to have songs about trucks, dogs,
prison,
53-20, and jukebox is getting shot.
Yeah, here's Sanders, right baseline. Got it, 15-footer, Anna.
She's got 7 in the game.
Was it David Lee Cole that wrote the song "The Day My Mama Got Out of Prison"? She got run over by a train. Is that right?
And she was drunk.
55-20. We wouldn't be cutting up, folks, if it was real tight. But, yeah, that was.
No, he was drunk.
Yeah, he was drunk.
Or was it? She probably was.
Might have been the guy driving the train. I don't know. Here's a ball, a shot up, no good, goes out of bounds off Tipton Rosemark. Coach Henderson not happy with the outside official there.
Some of the out-of-town people watching this for the first time going, these boys ain't right.
No, that's right. And you're right. Here is Vales in the front court. Vales, 15-footer. Ball knocked out of there. It's going to go off. Maxwell tried to save it. Proper call. It's going to be Tipton Rosemark. Oh, they give it to TCA? No, they give it to Tipton Rosemark.
Maxfield broke down court on defense early. If she would have held serve, she would have had that rebound.
Kevin Hansen, the trainer over there, he's decked out in Kentucky blue after those Cats took care of those old Jayhawks. Rock chalk. Yeah, we rock chalked you, didn't we? 55-20. Tennessee in action tonight at home against Texas A&M. I know that Matt's probably recording that one. Ole Miss at LSU tonight. Ball knocked away. Here's Maddox. Boy, Maddox knocked that ball away. TCA's defense has really been good tonight.
That's quick
Lee
hands.
on the run out against Warren. Lee will put it up. No foul. She'll shoot two. Warren hits the deck.
Yeah, Warren's going to get the foul.
7 times to the line tonight, Lee. She's hit 5 of those.
Yeah.
55-20.
You can just look at her just walking back. It hurts to watch her walk, much like it hurts to watch me walk.
Coach Butler in the game down there wanted to know if I'd watched the Kentucky game. I said, watch the first half. I ain't got to the second half yet. They were surprised. That's because I watched the first half 3 times, 56-20. Lee knocks it in.
Do you have that on tape or on Devo or TiVo, whatever they call that?
I just recorded it on whatever, TiVo or whatever.
Devo, no, that's the rock group. It's Devo.
Yeah, 56-20.
Punk rock.
Lee again. Good. 8 in the quarter.
What was their big song?
And now make it, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, do I have a 9? 31 in the game, is that right? 57-20.
22, 24, 27, 31.
She had 23 down there in the 61-15 win.
And we're still 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
She's put up almost 60 points in a game and not quite 3 quarters. Pretty stout. You wonder how much we'll see her. And now here's a walk. Sims drove in the paint. Sims really frustrated, but bless her heart, she's giving it all she's got, Stan, but just overmanned right now, this Tipton Rosemark team. And I would think we're going to see some reserves in the game in the fourth quarter, especially with Fayette Academy on the road Friday. Would you agree?
We're gonna do that, I believe.
That same play where they go into Avery Lane, Overton at the free throw line and couldn't get it to go. Had a great look at it. Sims the other way. Sims puts it up. No. They fight for the rebound, and Overton comes up with it. Overton throws it away. Tried the outlet pass to Maxfield and thrown away, and Avery Lane got hit in the face trying to make sure everything's okay with the left eye. 2 seniors playing their last regular season game here, Stan. Yarborough and Elizabeth Hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to believe those kids are seniors.
I mean, we've always talked about a player doesn't do flashy things, but she makes check blocks, and she gets rebounds.
Sims, 15-footer no. Warren back up. Warren, yes. Warren has 2 buckets, both of them of the offensive board variety. You're right, and you look at a guy like Hurt, averaging 3 points, 4 rebounds a game, gets a lot of rebounds, deflections in there. Maxfield, 15-footer, rebound, they fight for it, and Overton comes up with it. Nice play to lead. 2:20 left here, and it's a 57-22 game. Overton, good pass out to Lee, open 3. That's a great inside-outside pass. 34 in the game. Lee knocks down the 3.
Olivia Lee, normally a 35% shooter from three-point land. She's shooting better than that tonight.
Sheila Gilligan is watching from Crockett County. Mark Lane, big TCA supporters tuned in tonight. Betty Lucky, some of the folks that are coming up on my screen. We miss you. We apologize. We'll try to backtrack on that screen. Stan keeps a lot of listeners and a lot of watchers tonight. Stan, I'm looking at the numbers there.
Huge. It's been growing.
60-22. Sims just inside the key out to Anderson. Anderson puts it on the floor and drives in, throws up and a block, and Anderson's going to shoot 2. TCA fans wanted to walk. Stan didn't get it.
They also wanted a charging foul. Didn't get that either.
So it is a 60-22 ball game. Randy Coble's tuned in tonight.
Haven't seen him in a while. Haven't seen him since he brought us that cookie.
Bonnie Coble. And to the line will be Anderson. Ava has not scored tonight. Free throw up there. A junior. They have 2 freshmen, 2 juniors, make it 3 freshmen, 3 juniors, and 2 seniors, Bowers and Warren. Sims will be back to be dealt with next year, Stan.
I thought she'd be out of here like Bird. We need to drive to Rosemark, make sure they give Bird a diploma.
Tyler Bird, who Stan is referring to, at 37 down there where we played up earlier.
Much like when Kyle Aiken graduated, they had the ceremony at Englewood Baptist.
Yeah.
You couldn't get a seat in that facility for all the football coaches, and they're saying, is he really gone?
Yeah, I think Bird, here's a shot up by Anderson. And what do I know, but he's a great basketball player, but I think his future is football, to be honest with you. Here's Bales to Yarborough. There's a lot of 6'2", 6'3" basketball players, but Stan, he's got football greatness written all over him.
Yep.
All thrown away.
He never really did it.
Sims the other way, little Euro step, no good. And Coach Anderson wanted the foul, didn't get it. He's all over the official there in front of him.
You know, you talk about Bird. I don't recall him playing a lot of football early on. I think he picked the sport up late.
He did. I think Coach Butler told me last year was his first year. Here's a blocking foul. Look at the look that Richardson's giving the official.
Well, he hasn't been quite as animated tonight. I'm sure we'll see that come out in the second game.
60-23, Coach Anderson. Yeah, I'm talking about little Richardson was giving the official a stare there. Bales into Maxfield. Maxfield fakes the 3, doesn't shoot. Out to Kate Nethery, 17-footer. Got it, Kate.
Nethery with her first bucket of the night.
Mom likes it right below us. We always mention Meg Griffin Nethery, great player at Jackson Central Marion, then at Union. Union's turned down some great ones through the years, haven't they, Stan?
Yep.
62-23. Clement the other way for a 3. Up, no. And the ball, it looked like the ball hit behind the backboard, actually.
Hit the top of it.
Yeah. And it will be TCA's ball, 45 seconds. You know, Kate's got that ability, Stan, if she keeps working at it. And you know, her mom was one of the great players and worked hard at it. You know that she'll push her a little bit, and well, she should. Here's Hurt underneath, puts up no. Bowers got her. Elizabeth's going to shoot 2 free throws. 63% are there. But Kate's got the ability. She's going to keep growing. And I think she's got the ability to be a pretty good player.
I would agree. She's got some of the tools, just needs an opportunity. And what she's got to do is make the most of her opportunities like she's getting right now as the free throw by Hurt is good.
Hot Rod Parker down there, the assistant, talking to the 3 new kids. And then you've got Cobolo there, a former player out here. Ansley Ross is on the bench as well, along with the ever dapper, without his mask tonight, Frank Clampett. This one no good. Hurt comes up with a rebound. Nice play by Hurt, digging that rebound out. Nancy's tuned back in, Nancy Rogers. Bounce pass, Maxwell had the 3, didn't take it. Down to 24 seconds. Almost walked, did not. Unloads to Hurt. Nethery cuts through, but they can't find her. Now here's a skip pass out to Vales. Vales does such a good job going to get it. And puts in a 3, no. It rimmed and came out, did everything but stay down. 10 seconds left. Sims with it. Sims front court. Over here to her little teammate Richardson. 3 there, nice pass, and Richardson hits her second 3 of the game. And that's going to end your third quarter. Your score at the end of 3. 63 26, all TCA. We'll come back for the final 8 minutes. Stay with us here on the TCA Basketball Network.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's warranty for life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
Diamond, some scores. Well, USJ Fayette Academy games turned around 41-30 Fayette. Jackson Christian 34-30 mid-third over Sacred Heart.
Sims with it to Clement. Warren out there with Anderson and Richardson. That's your quintet for Tipton Rosemark. High, Rainbow on the three, no good. Warren back up, rose in. That shot was put up by Richardson, and then Warren cleans house. That's her third offensive board that led to 3 buckets.
And you notice her positioning didn't climb the back, but pushed it right to the limit.
Left free throw line extended. Vales, 15-footer, bingo. Vales has 15 in the game.
That's her first points in a while, David.
First points since she had a 3 in the second, had 10 in the first. You're right. Working with it now will be Sims with it. Tennessee leading Texas A&M 43-35. That's at halftime up in Knoxville. Out to Richardson. Over to Anderson. Here's Sims out between the circles. 7 minutes left in the game. 65-28. Sims in the paint, just getting in there and doing her damage. It's there from about 10 feet.
Diamond, it doesn't. That's her 7th point, by the way. It doesn't matter. We get the first team or the second team in. We just let her in the paint way too easy.
She's a lot like Vales. You feel like they can get in the paint anytime they want to. Lee, 15-footer, went 14. Rebounds is actually about a 17-footer that went about 16. Here's the rebound, though. Richardson digs it out and gives it to Sims. Sims in the front court. Sims did not play due to COVID down there. Out to Richardson. A 3 again by Richardson. No. Rebound Lee. Lee out there with it.
That ball shot from the soccer field.
Sure was. Yarborough with it. Hannah. Out to Sanders. Bowers is going to come back in the game. And here's a ball deflected by Clement. And the ball belongs to TCA. Side offensive court in front of the country-attired student body tonight. People say that Stan and I dress like country when we don't even mean to. 65-30. Here's the bounce pass to Vales.
Uh-oh.
And let's make sure that Clement's okay. She took a nasty spill.
She's wincing a little bit.
Yeah, she's all right. Tough cookie. I like her. She's a good player. And the game for her will be Lizzie Crow.
Well, you know one thing about country music singers? They've always been a real close family.
65-30. I watched Ken Burns' deal the other day. You know, of course, I like a lot of different kind of music. Ken Burns has a great thing on public TV the other night about country music. Great pass. Hurt. Bounce pass. Lee. Lee good. 36 in the game for Olivia Lee.
Keep her in the game now.
You know that Big Sis, Money, Macy, and Savannah are watching, and they want her to get 40 or more, I would think. She's within the striking distance of breaking the record, isn't she?
Yeah, she's, 8 points away from tying?
67-40. Out to Richardson. Richardson's 3. It was blocked, and then Vales comes up with it. Vales has it.
Needs Richard Peggy's number 43 to get the record.
Yep, sure does. Here's Vales. Vales moves in from about 14. No. Rebound, Sims. Down to 4:40 left in the game. 67-30. Here's Sims the other way. Sims stops, pops, up, no. Lee with the rebound.
Her shot's been off. Part of that's because we played nice defense on her, but she's missed a lot of the season, Diamond.
Yeah, she sure has. Yeah, you can just tell, too, her win. She's played just about the whole game. Had a little bit of a break there in the first half. Here's Maddox. And Maxville in, and out will be That's the seniors, Hurt and Yarborough, and they get a big hand from the crowd here, Stan. We could have seen the seniors play their last regular season game here.
And we are in hurry-up mode.
Hannah's mother, Alice, keeping the books over there. Here's a three by Vale. She's been hot. It's there.
18 in the night.
Absolutely.
Well,
Nethery's going to come in, and I think Avery Lane's coming in, so we may see Lee go out short of the record.
I don't know, this close, I'd like to see her get a shot at it.
Anderson up, no. Rebound, Olivia. They've committed 5 fouls, Tipton Rosemark has, so still one more to give before TCA would shoot free throws. Here's Maddox with it.
Oh,
Maddox to the cutting. Vales, give and go. Yes, Vales now has 20 in the game.
That's pretty.
That's a second great. I tell you what, not only the shooting has been superb tonight, but the passing has been brilliant.
And one thing, Diamond, you can tell Olivia Lee is a team player. She could have took that ball and gone out as the jump three ball is good by Rosemark. She could have took that ball and gone down the court herself and gotten a bucket, but instead she chose to pass it off.
Sims knocks in that three, 5 at the quarter, 10 in the game. She's in double figures. And now Lee lost the basketball. Anderson with it to Sims. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. Sims will blow right by everybody. Reverse layup, missed it. Great movement, he didn't get down. And they fight for the rebound, and coming up with it will be Haler. Haler out to Richardson. Richardson, the little point guard.
That ball was in no man's land for a second.
Sure was. Richardson moves in, can't shoot, out to Haler. Haler to Sims. Now Haler will set the pick for Sims. She doesn't use it. Now step back long 2, air ball, and the ball belongs to TCA. And now here comes the 3 8th graders. Robertson, Hidalgo, and Payne's going to come in the game, and out will be Maddox, Maxfield, and Lee goes out, and Bales goes out. So you got the 3 8th graders in the game with Kate Nethery and Avery Lane Overton.
A special moment when you get to play your first varsity action, Diamond. You remember yours?
No, yeah, I do. Working with it across the timeline will be Robertson. Bad pass picked off by Warren. Warren comes out there with it, lost it, and it goes out of bounds. It's touched last by TCA.
Warren put the forearm right in the.
No, they give it to TCA.
Right in Robertson's face a little bit.
Yeah, sure did.
Wow.
TRA knocked it out of the bounds, they say. Nethery gets it in. Here's Briley with it. Or Riley, you covered her during the. And there's a shot up, left baseline up, this time by Payne, no good. And it goes out of bounds off of TCA, and Tipton Rosemark has it. I asked Dexter about Tyler Bird talking to him down there, Stan, at the game down there. We got amused by that. He said he was actually not talking to him. It was James he was talking to.
Really?
Yeah, on the bench, yeah. And 72-33. But Dexter said, hey, all in good fun.
James Handy coached in at Rosemark Academy.
Yeah, he was talking to Coach Handy, yeah.
Not Tipton Rosemark, but there's another Rosemark in the area.
That's the one we know right there. Bad leg and all. Put it on the floor and then drove in with a little scoop to the hoop. She has 8 in the game. Well, under a minute, 72-35. TCA is, now here's a bad pass thrown away, and Warren comes up with it. TCA's going to go to 18-3 and 9-0 in regional play.
You know, the one thing about Warren, she needs to get the ball. She can still be an effective player if she plays exclusively in the low blocks.
Yep. Haler with it. Almost threw it away. Kate Nethery steals it. Kate will go the other way. Kate will drive in. Kate with a layup is there by Kate Nethery.
4 points in the ball game.
So it's 74-35. Mom and Dad like it right below us here.
39-point league. Who'd have thunk it?
Yep. You knew that TCA would still be favored here at home, but with Warren, even though she's banged up.
I mean, I was thinking 10, 15-point game, Dave.
Yeah, and with, you said 15 points. Out with it will be Warren. Emma Wallace has done a great job filming this one for the gals. Here's a drive by Warren. Yes, it counts, and a foul with 7 seconds left.
Warren's got, she's in double digits with 10, tied with Sims for the lead with them.
74-37 your score now, and to the line is Warren.
And Warren's done most of her damage in the second half.
2 big games coming up district-wise or regional-wise. I keep saying district. I'm old school. Free throws there. And it's Fed Academy Friday and USJ Tuesday, both on the road. Tough games.
This is still the district.
Yeah, 74-38. That's the happy final as TCA moves to 18-3 and 9-0 and positioning themselves for a postseason run down the road. The Lady Rebels will live for another day. If they get Sims and Warren back healthy, they'll be dangerous down the road as well. Let's take a 2-minute break. Our games tonight being telecast and brought to you by the Trinity Christian Academy, well, the Booster Club. And we'll come back with more about this game, and Stan will set the stage for the guys' game. It's all coming up next on the TCA Basketball Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
As freezing temperatures make their arrival, McCoy's Heating and Air can give you peace of mind this season with a thorough seasonal inspection of your system. A seasonal inspection from the professionals at McCoy's Heating and Air is valued at $89. But if you call before January 31st, you can get yours for only $50. Each additional unit can be inspected for only $25. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your seasonal inspection.
TCA wins 74-38. Here's Dave McCulley with some individual stats before we go to the senior ceremony.
Thank you very much, Stan. Very quickly, Richardson had 6 for Tipton Rosemark. Anderson 1, 10 by Sims, 4 by Bowers, 11 by Warren, and 6 by Clement. Very quickly for TCA, 4 by Nethery. Hurt had 2, 2 by Maxfield. Bales had 27 by Sanders. Olivia had 36 in the game. Yarborough 2 and Maddox 2. And here's the senior ceremony stand.
Brenda's favorite basketball memory comes from being so excited at the state championship game that she broke the clipboard in half because she was so nervous. What a great game and what a great time for TCA. Brenda's parents say, we love to continue your excitement during a game that's been such a joy.
Well, there you have the Senior Ceremony 2022. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll break down the boys' game for you. And we've got an interesting score. There's a battle at Jackson Christian tonight. We'll give you details on that after this 2-minute timeout.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em, Lions!
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
And welcome back to the T-Dome on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy alongside Dave McCullough. My name's Stan Gerard. We're in between games. TCA, the girls dominate the first game. They win 74-38. They move to 18-3 on the season. More importantly, they remain undefeated at 8-0 in district play. It was Olivia Lee with 36 points, Carden Vales with 20 to pace the TCA Lady Lions. And while quite frankly, I never saw this big a victory coming. Glad it happened, but never saw this big of a victory coming here. We're going to get you some scores here. There's a tight game going on at Jackson Christian, and the scoreboard is going away on it. Sacred Heart had to hit a 3 to move ahead of Jackson Christian, but not aware of what the score is currently at this time. We're going to back out and try and get back into that game later. But right now, it's boys basketball, TCA and Tipton Rosemark. Taking a look at the district standings in District 5. Sacred Heart 7-1, 16-3 overall. TCA in second at 6-2 and 14-8 overall. Tipton Rosemark in third by percentage points, 5-2, 8-4 overall. USJ 4-3, 8-8. Jackson Christian 2-6, 7-14. Carroll Academy and Fayette Academy bring up the rear. Neither has won a district ball game, so a lot to play for in this game. If TCA can pull out a victory in this game, they remain in the battle for first in the district. And you look at it, you've got Sacred Heart. Of course, they're playing Jackson Christian tonight. Sacred Heart has USJ at home on Friday, and then next Tuesday they have to travel to Tipton Rosemark. So Sacred Heart, not an easy road to go to if they want to win the district championship. They're going to have a hard time. They've got two tough ball games to end the season. USJ took Rosemark to overtime just last week. Looking at TCA, of course, tonight, Tipton Rosemark. Then we're at Fayette Academy on Friday, at McNary on Saturday, and then Tuesday at USJ. Fayette Academy is hosting USJ, then they got us, and then they're at Jackson Christian. Tipton Rosemark is, of course, here tonight at Jackson Christian, and they finish out hosting Sacred Heart, and USJ at Fayette Academy, at Sacred Heart, and then hosting against TCA. You look at this game, TCA 14-8, 6-2. Rosemark 5-2, 8-4, according to the district. I believe that they played more games than that, but a lot of their games, for whatever reason, do not get reported to the various sources that cover basketball in this state. We're going to try and get another score for you on that Jackson Christian game. We go back to the scoring machine there. And we'll tell you with 37 seconds to go in that game, they are tied at 33. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. Jackson Christian with the basketball. 32 seconds to go in the game. Jackson Christian taking their time. Look like they're going to go for last shot. They've got right wing back to the top of the key. They wheel it around the left side, down the baseline. Here's a three for the lead. No, ball goes out of bounds. Let's see who says is going to have the basketball with 18 seconds to go in the ball game. Jackson Christian will retain possession of the basketball, tied at 53 with 18 seconds to go. Ball inbounds underneath their own goal. They drive, shot up, point blank miss, no. But we may have a foul on the play, and it's going to send Jackson Christian to the free throw line. Jackson Christian, Diamond Dave, I don't know if you can hear me yet or not, but with 17 seconds to go in regulation, Jackson Christian and Sacred Heart tied at 53, with Jackson Christian at the free throw line looking to hit some free throws here to get the lead, and they just make the first one, and Jackson Christian takes the lead in this ball game. This would be an interesting Savannah Christian, or excuse me, Sacred Heart giving a good battle tonight. The second free throw is up and good as well, and with 17 seconds, Jackson Christian now has the 2-point lead. Jackson Christian almost over and back. And we've got a whistle on the play, a timeout, and we'll come back to this game. It is in overtime. Jackson Christian leads Sacred Heart 55-53 with 10 seconds to go, and Sacred Heart has the basketball at midcourt, Diamond Dave.
Going down the wire on that one, no doubt about it. And certainly here earlier tonight, it was all TCA. They had a big lead, held on to that lead, and never really looked back as they went at 74-48. Stan, your thoughts about the guys' game? Had a tight game until the half down at Tipton Rosemark. Then they pulled away and won pretty handily. Well, they did do that, and I think Dexter's got something up his sleeve. I don't know what, but he has something up his sleeve. And when they take their uniforms off, you're going to see two teams wearing similar uniforms. Don't know how Sacred Heart Sacred Heart, there's another dollar in the tip jar. Tipton Rosemark can get away with those as their road uniform. That's too close to a white color. A lot of teams will use that type of color as their home uniform or as their road uniform, and that color to me is too close to the TCA colors that they're wearing tonight. Almost a Carolina Columbia blue, isn't it?
Very a light tint to it.
66-39 down there, Stanford. The game was a lot closer than that. It was a 4-point game right before the half. A tie game, actually, if I remember correctly, 18 all. They scored the last 4 of the second stanza. They go up by 4 at halftime. Then they scored the first 6-8 points of the third stanza and never relinquished a double-digit lead the rest of the game.
Well, it was really the bird show in the second half. Sacred Heart drives. That's good. With 3 seconds to go and the clock is going to expire. And they're going to overtime at Jackson Christian. A shot at the buzzer with about a second and a half to go for Sacred Heart in the paint. Ties at 55 going into overtime.
Heck of a game. So a little James Brown extra overtime down there.
Yep.
Stand your thoughts about the game tonight. Do you think he's got something up his sleeve? You're talking about Desher. Do you think it's some kind of funky defense against Tyler Bird in the game?
You're going to have to play that funky music right, boy, tonight. If you want to beat Tyler Bird and company. Tyler Bird, folks, whether you love him or hate him, and there's really no differentiation. It's one or the other. Outstanding ball player. He scored like 46 points against USJ last week. He has been on a tear the last few games, scoring in 40 points on multiple occasions. Now, with their big man out, they're going to go to him even more, and he's kind of like a Sims on the girls' team. He's the whole show.
Yeah,
with the big man out, he's the whole show.
Yeah, excuse me, Eli Ramsey had 13 down there against us.
Oh,
Blue was the other guy that I was impressed with. Didn't have a lot of points, but he's really a good athlete.
Oh, and Diamond, those uniforms. Looks like USJ uniforms to me, Diamond.
Yeah, they have that Columbia blue with the red trim.
Very light Columbia blue.
And Tipton Rosemark can't even make that strip out in white, etched in red. And here's the starting lineups from Clint Reed.
It's going to be a senior, number 2, Tyler Bird. It's going to be Alexander Blue, a senior. Getting the start, Thano Sinus, a senior. Waylon Pickett, number 21, gets the start. And finally, number 24, Sam Cannon, gets the start. So for Rosemark, it's Bird, Blue, Sinus, Pickett, and Cannon. Dave, I'm having a brain injury. The center that was so good for them the last time.
Eli Ramsey.
Number
35.
Check that.
He's not dressed out. Has a boot on the right foot.
And that is not good for them. He is a large individual. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get out of your seats, get on your feet, and let's meet the starting lineups for the TCA Lions. A freshman, number 1, Caleb Williams. A junior, number 12, Trace Robinson. A freshman, number 22, Braden Waller. It's going to be the junior, number 23, Will Keltner. 41 points away from 1,000, by the way. And getting the final start for TCA. It's going to be number 15, the senior, Noah Malden. So for TCA, Waller, Williams, Robinson, Malden, and Keltner. For Tipton Rosemark, it's Bird, Blue, Sinus, Pickett, and Cannon. Their star center, Eli Ramsey, the junior, not dressed out for tonight's game. I think that's going to be a big difference in the game. It's going to put even more pressure on Bird and Diamond. I think you're going to see him control the ball most of the evening.
I think you're right, Stan. And the other factor is Malden, the lone senior on this guys' team, getting the start tonight for Will Weiser.
In the Jackson Christian Sacred Heart game, Lady Eagles lead by 2, 57-55 with 3 minutes to go in overtime.
Bird was already out here talking to the officials. And TCA basically just conceding the jump here with Robertson against him. And Bird gets it. Yeah, Bird was out here having a little chat with the official. You got to like him, Stan. He's one of those players. If he plays for you, you love him. If he plays for the other team, you don't like him so much. He runs the baseline. TCA opening up in they're actually a box and one. They have Trace Robertson following Bird wherever he goes.
I mean, he is attached at the hip.
Yep, I mean, he's all over him. Right wing over here now with it is Cannon. Sam Cannon, what a great basketball name. Sinus with it.
A great quarterback name, too.
Yeah, Bird. That really would be, yeah. He's got a cannon. Sam Cannon.
Sounds like
Blue.
a TV show. That was Frank Cannon.
Yeah, Alex Blue with it. TCA now. Again, the box and one, wherever Bird goes, that's where Robertson goes, and a three is there. But it's knocked down by Sam Cannon, living up to his name.
Well, if you're TCA, you want somebody else. If you're going to get beat, you want somebody else besides Bird to beat you. Half-court pressure.
A 2-1-2 full-court press, and Blue gets the quick foul. And they'll have to be careful with their starters with already out of the game, Ramsey. He sits on the end of the bench. He's talking to the official down there.
They don't go very deep.
All-American looking kid. 3-0 your score. Williams with the inbounds pass. Guarded tightly out there by Sinus. They unload to Malden in the corner to Robertson. Trace will drive in, nothing there. Out to Malden. Head to three, didn't take it. Out to Williams. We played a little over a minute. About a minute and 20 seconds. Malden with it. Out to Keltner. Had a huge game here the other night. Keltner in the paint. Stops, pops, rims. Yes. It goes in by Will Keltner.
Keltner now 39 points away from 1,000.
He had 28 the other night. So how many points away now? 29?
Let's see. He was 41 away, so he's 39 away.
39 away. You and I, neither one have been very good at math. Another three this time, back rim by Sinus. And the Lions have the rebound. Lions coming in tonight, 14-8, 6-2 in district play. Great move, driving in, untouched Waller. Not a look of defense by Tipton Rosemark that time, and Waller just burned him.
You can see the explosiveness as he just shifted it to another gear into the paint.
4-3 your score. Again, Robertson's just almost locking arms with Bird down there. They're going to make someone else beat them tonight. You can concede about 20. You hold him under 25, I think TCA has a chance to win the game. There's a three up, no good by Cannon, especially with Ramsey's inside presence being missed. And hold him to 25 or less, I think TCA wins.
Well, let's see. That's 2 possessions. How many touches has he had?
None. Did he have one?
No.
I don't think he's had one, yeah.
Case in point.
4-3 your score. They come with a 2-1-2 full-court press now. Here's Williams with it to Keltner. Keltner foul, no call. Out to Robertson. Williams with it. Ton of people, I'm sure, down at Rosemark watching this one. Here's a three by Williams. Wow. Bingo, yes.
With authority, he just drained that like a boss.
7-3. TCA drops back in well, again, Robertson just that box and one. I mean, even with Bird in the backcourt, he's back here with him. Working with it now, Sinus. Cross-court pass, Blue. Blue launches a three. Nope. Rebound tipped out of there and goes through a couple sets of hands, and Williams out there with it. Williams front court trace. Thought about the three, doesn't shoot. Out to Williams. Open three again. Ooh. This time in and out, stays out. Rebound Trace Robinson almost had it. Now here comes Bird with it. Bird in the front court. This is where he's so dangerous in that open court. Bird flies in, puts it up. A charge on Bird.
Yes, sir. Proper call.
Coach Anderson can't believe it, and Bird can't either.
I don't know what Anderson's pointing at, his arm or something.
He thought Bird got hit on the shoulder when the initial move there, I think is what he was saying. 7-3. He was tapping his shoulder. I think that's what he was saying.
I was hoping he just had an itch.
7-3, 4-point game, 4:51. Full court pressure again. TCA beats it handily. Keltner drives underneath. How to attack a press, beat a press, attack it. Keltner off the glass, yes.
He's got 4. TCA's lead is 6, 9-3.
So after the three by Cannon, it's been 9 unanswered by the Lions. Crowd into the game, 9-3. And now a timeout, Coach. Turnover. Or timeout. Coach Anderson calls the TO. We'll take a 30. Be back right after this. Stay with us. TCA basketball being sponsored tonight by the TCA Booster Club.
Thank you for following TCA Athletics. This is Gina Keltner, president of the TCA Booster Club. God has called Trinity Christian Academy to assist Christian families and their churches in providing a biblically directed, academically excellent education that equips students to be godly leaders and servants in their home, churches, and communities. The TCA Booster Club's efforts help provide the resources necessary for our coaches to have the opportunity to carry out TCA's mission on the court and on the field.
Well, Diamond, TCA leads 9-3, 4.5 to go. TCA playing the type of game that they want here. Bird now with only his second touch of the night.
Blue with it.
Well, check, he's still just got one touch.
Bird, they bring him to the high post now at the free throw line. Try to get him something there in the paint. Can't find him there. Keon Brooks had a big night at the paint the other night. Here is Bird, deep left corner. Launches a three. Nope. As great as he is, you'll let him take that tonight. Not let him get in that paint. Ball out of bounds, TCA's ball.
Yeah, especially when you got 2 bodies on him.
And especially without Ramsey to get the rebound.
See, you got Robinson with those long golfer's arms, and then he gets a little help. Bird can have some issues tonight.
Working with it, Waller. Out front to Williams. Caleb doesn't play like a freshman. Getting better and better, and there's a foul on Bird trying to shield it. 30 feet from the bucket. Coach Anderson doesn't like it, and Bird has picked up number 2.
Wow. Boy, and he played a lot of the game against USJ with 4 fouls. And, Dave, I watched that film. He committed a few that they didn't call at Rosemark.
Coach Anderson doesn't gamble, gets him out of the game. Boy, that Bird's a great player, no doubt, but that's a silly foul out there. And if he stayed in the game, I'd have been shocked if TCA, Coach Williams, didn't go right at him. Now they've got 6 players on the court. And Coach Anderson, Caleb or Dexter trying to get Waller or Weiser back out of the game, and now a timeout. Well, let's see what they do here, Stan. The officials talking, we're going to keep it here.
Anderson is not happy,
He's
quite frankly.
He's waiting for a verdict here from the officials.
You don't hear me say as much, but he's got a beef. If it doesn't go his way, he's got a beef.
He really does. TCA had 6 people on the floor, and the ball had been handed to be thrown in, and they're talking over.
The problem was the horn sound, which usually means the guy can come in the game. He started to come in. The official never turned. We blew the horn to tell the official substitute.
Yep.
Substitute came in, and the official was not paying attention.
If they asked to see a monitor, it was just out. Coach Clampett, Coach Long, Coach Handy on the bench over there. And now they're going to let Weiser in the game, and Malden will go out.
We don't have our replay capabilities right now.
Yeah, Coach Anderson had the official ask me at the college level the other night about it. I said, we can pull it up. It's going to take about 2 or 3 minutes to get the replay. 9-3. Williams, deep left to Keltner. Will doesn't sell the jumper, drives in, bad pass. Tried to unload as they collapsed on him, and coming out there with it is Sinus. Nice defensive player. Out front now to Blue. You'll across the top of the key, Cannon. We failed to mention who came in. Sean Taylor came in for the foul-prone Tyler Bird earlier, and now we have a foul. Who they get?
Trace Robinson's going to get it. Well, I would think, Dave, when Bird goes to the bench, give Robinson a rest too.
I would think so too, or at least tell him don't dare foul.
Yeah, because trust me, he's going to use him up against that Bird.
Dylan Butler's in the game for Rosemark as well. Driving in, here's the pass, Cannon unloads to Blue. Blue's the guy you would think would try to take over the game with Bird out of there, and he's fouled, and it's either going to be Weiser or Waller. Take your pick.
Jackson Christian leads by 5 with 37 seconds going overtime in there at the charity stripe. That one may be about over.
Yep, so the Eagles and Sacred Heart battling over there in that girls' game in overtime. Not very far from here, 9-3, 6-point game, 3-11. Inbounds pass to Blue. Blue right wing against Weiser, drives in, throws it up. No, we got a foul on TCA. Get Williams, I think. He pointed at Williams or he pointed at Weiser, one or the other.
Well,
Cooper Vale's about to report in the game for TCA. Let's see.
It's going to be Weiser with the foul.
Blue said he was shooting, but the officials say the foul occurred on the floor before the shot.
No, he was tripping towards the bucket before he ever threw it up.
Weiser, yeah, I think you're right. Robertson goes out of the game, so a good move by Dexter, because when when Bird comes back in, Trace will be back in.
Yeah.
9-3. Blue in the paint, stopping, popping, back rim, no, gets his own rebound, back up, got it, Blue.
Blue, strong inside play with the bucket.
That's what Tipton Rosemark has to have from him, with Bird on the bench for 2 fouls. Williams the other way, a 3, got it. It looked like a knuckleball, but went in anyway.
Well,
doesn't matter, does it?
Knuckleball was a very dangerous pitch, as you're well aware.
Or it will him. 12-5. The other way. Here's a little running floater in the paint. Up, no good by Sinus. Ball out of bounds. They give it to Tipton Rosemark.
And that's the proper call. Foot fault by the TCA cheerleader.
Yep, did a good job there. 12-5, 2:33. Gals won earlier tonight. They won big. We'll have Matt up here to talk to us at halftime. 74-38, 36 by Olivia Lee and 20 by Carton Vales. Inbounds pass. Taylor with it. Freshman. Nice lean basketball body. Here's Blue trying to take Weiser one-on-one. Blue, a lot of dribbling. Out to Sinus. He thought about it. Doesn't shoot. In trouble. They swing it here on the right wing to Butler. No relation to Blake Butler. Butler drives in the paint. Stops. Can't shoot. Great defense by TCA in the zone right now. 12-5. Blue drives in. Pushed it up. No. Looked like he pushed off. And now a foul. Sinus wanted the jump ball. Didn't get it.
No, you got to have both hands. You can't just stick one hand in there and expect to get the jump ball.
4 fouls on Tipton Rosemark. TCA's committed 3. Rosemark getting another reserve in the game. Coming in the ball game now will be Luke Grisby. He'll replace Cannon. 12-5, 7-point TCA lead. It's a tight game at half down there. And then they pulled away, led by 4 at the break, and then had a big third quarter.
Don't know why he's unhappy about it. He got him with the body.
Sure did.
Is that his second now?
That is his second.
With under 2 seconds to go, well, it's a 10-point lead with under 2 seconds to go in the game. Jackson Christian's going to win in girls action.
Here's Williams, right baseline jumper, shovels it up. No, gets his own rebound, goes over the back. Proper call.
Yep.
Didn't get much of the arm, but he got some of it, and enough for it to be a foul. Proper call. So it's a 12-5 game, a minute 55, more reserves of the game. Robertson back in the game. Bird stays on the bench for the 2 fouls. He inbound it. They get it in the blue. TCA comes with a 1-2-2 full-court press. Wilsby in the backcourt. Tipton Rosemark in some trouble here, and they throw it away.
Oh.
Cooper Vales, good job that Cooper Vales didn't get a hand on it. He tried to go up to get it.
I thought he may have, but
I don't think he did, and turnover on Tipton Rosemark.
Diamond, here's the thing. When Bird gets back in the game, what do you got to do? Immediately take the ball and go right after him with your offense. Draw that 3rd foul.
No doubt. Cooper Vales, pass deflected. They go underneath to Keltner. Waller, nice entry pass. Keltner, no, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. I thought passing was brilliant in the Gals game earlier, and TCA boys doing a good job. Dexter talking to Cooper Vales about something down there. So let's get back out there, kiddo. 12-5, your score. 7-point game, a minute 37. Keltner to the line. Will on the year, 57% free throw shooter. In the air, got it. All-state football player.
That's one thing Will needs to do, 57%. We've got to get that up around 65 or so.
No doubt, because he draws a lot of fouls. 13-5. Got them both. That one clean. 14-5. Malden in the game. Keltner comes out the rest. Dexter trying to get his big gun here, who's averaging over 14 points a game and 10 rebounds a game. The double-double. Here's Blue in the backcourt. Good front court pass to Taylor, but it skips off his leg. The battle for it's loose. Malden dives in there. And the student body decked out in their country gear tonight loves it. Dexter applauding, the bench standing. That's just great hustle by Malden. And on the alternating possession, TCA's ball.
Diamond, you know what those uniforms from Rosemark remind me of? Some Gibson County uniforms.
Absolutely, now that you say that. Inbounds pass
a little bit lighter.
Vales, 17-footer the other way, shot at 18. Rebound controlled by Grisby. It's sort of ragged out there right now, a minute 20. Blue the other way. Blue skip past left baseline. Can't shoot. They go out to Blue. Blue jacks the 3 up. No, a clanker. Rebound controlled by Weiser. TCA has it. They push it front court, Malden. Now they settle things down with Cooper on the right wing. Good pass to Weiser underneath. Weiser up. No foul. He'll shoot 2.
That's on Mr. Blue. No, that's on Taylor. I'm sorry.
Should be Weiser to the line. Will, a 72% free throw shooter, averaging 6 boards and 7.5 points a game. And
of course, you know his older brother Sam was my bud.
Yeah, Sam was here the other night. I talked to him. I said, there's Stan's bud. To the line is Weiser. He got a big kick out of that.
If I say Wise, you've got to say
Yeah. And to the line will be Weiser. Will having a tough time keeping his shirt tucked in tonight. Now a substitution coming in. Sinus is going to come back in the game.
Now what would they do? Rosemark. You remember when college teams had the uniforms that were designed to be untucked.
Yeah, remember Marquette was the first team I remember wearing that. Jim Jones in the game, showing my age. Al McGuire, the coach. Up. No good.
My college had uniform. We were known as ISUE back then. We had uniforms like that for a while.
I was in the Memphis State. Of course, I'm a huge Kentucky fan, as you know, but I was in the Memphis State cheering section the day that Memphis had them beat. They were number 1 in the country and a lane violation. And when they walked off, Al McGuire gave a gesture with his finger to the crowd, and of course the boos came out. 15-5. Quite a coach, though. Yeah, that could be a 10-second count. They barely got it across. Here's Vales, and that ball is caught by a gentleman about 3 rows up over there. A bullet in the
You got to look at this cup Coach Mancini's got. It's shaped like a grenade.
Yeah. Oh, boy, that is.
Is that legal?
15-5. I guess depending on what you have in it. Sign us with it.
That's an elbow. Should be a foul.
And we know it's a Christian school. There's only water in it here.
Oh, he's pointing to a name on it.
Okay, 15-5. Remember the guy at Lambeth that came out? Bobby Ante, defensive back. Michael, he would hit anyone as hard as he could hit him. He came out one day with a gas can, had water in it. The officials made him throw it away. 15-5. Sign us up. No.
Did he pour it over the field and get a lighter out?
No, he did not. Bobby was one of those guys, I wouldn't have messed with him, 15-5.
I remember when they would do the little Samoan dance in the middle of the field to get the teams riled up.
You know, Coach Wallace went over there and recruited a lot of those kids. Up this time, good. One of those guys is actually an assistant with Hugh Freeze up at Liberty.
He went for the vacation. He just happened to find a couple of guys. You want to play some football?
I'm recruiting. At the business office, you can get away with that. That free throw is good, 15-6. You can't get much by business offices, but every time my phone would ring and it was the business office, I sort of have a chagrin.
Yeah.
Luke Malden in the game.
Cool hand.
Out to Vales. Down to 20 seconds in the first, 15-6, 9-point game.
Vales has really come of age in the last couple of games.
Really has. I'll tell you one thing, too. Dexter's not afraid to play him in the second half at all. Working with it. Trace looks up at the clock. Down to 9, down to 8, down to 7. Dexter saying, start the offense, guys. Here's Robertson driving in. It's blocked.
Nice play.
And now picking it up and putting it up, no good, is Keltner, who's back in the game. And we're at the end of one. Our score, TCA 15, Tipton Rosemark 6. A minute break, back with the second. Stay with us.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive, and our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Welcome to Man's Wrecker Service. We offer a wide array of services. We are dedicated towing professionals, experienced in both simple and complicated towing services. We offer light and heavy-duty off-road recovery, auto and heavy-duty towing, load shift and load transfer capabilities, and much more. We are equipped to handle any situation, no matter how big or how small. Call today at 731-424-2173.
Bird throws the ball off Cooper Vales. Vales saves that basketball. Now Bird steals it right back up. Bird punches it front court. Blue. Blue underneath. Great fake. Reverse layup there by Blue.
Nice play.
15-8. That's great hustle by Bird that time.
Yep. Tried the long pass over him, but he used his length to get. Should have made that a stronger pass and made him go outside to get it.
If I was TCA, I'd go right at Bird as soon as I could. A little floater in the paint by Waller. Braden, yes.
I agree with you 100%. Matter of fact, we talked about that earlier. He's got two. Let's draw that third real quick.
17-8. Working with it. Sinus, nowhere to go. Out to Bird. Coach Long up directing traffic. They throw it across the zone to Blue. Blue misses the three badly. Rebound, though, back up is there by Sinus.
Sinus left unchecked in there. He's got 3 points.
17-10. This thing will go to the wire, I bet, before it's over. Bales with it across the timeline. Cooper, right wing. Trace with it. He'll come out here to Braden. Over to Keltner. Keltner to Vales. 6.5 left in the second. TCA led 15-6 at the end of one. It's 17-10 right now. Waller drives in, can't shoot. Out to Trace Robertson. His three is in the air. Keltner with a strong rebound, then lost it. He goes out of bounds off Blue's body.
Blue reached in there, got a hand, and knocked it out of bounds. Good shot by Trace there. Had the wide open look, just couldn't get the ball. We had great position to get the rebound, but he had some tall timber to shoot one back over him.
Taylor and Pickett back in the game. Cannon and Butler go out for Tipton Rosemark. The Rebels out of North Shelby County. Just maybe a driver and a 6-iron to Bolton. Ball knocked away. Really actually longer than that. And Bird, the ball goes out of bounds.
You see how quick his hands are?
Yeah, he was talking to a young lady he was talking to Alice Yarborough as she walked by. He said, sorry about that. Working with it, Bales. Bales with it. Blue comes out, tries to pin him against the sideline, now tries to go for the back slap. No, Bird blocks it. Cooper got in there too low, and Bird was waiting on him. Here's Blue. Blue with a nice move up. No, missed the shot. Rebound, they fight for it. Loose. Luke Malden has it. Malden in the front court. Tipton Rosemark gets back. Keltner squares for the three. Nope, you can tell when it left. Trace Robertson, great hustle, knocks the ball out of bounds. Tipton Rosemark's ball.
That last, not this possession, but the one before that, I like to play, though, by Cooper Vales, taking that ball and attacking Bird with it. That's what you got to do.
Senior night here earlier tonight. Noah Malden, the lone senior on the guys team, started the game. He's on the bench right now. Hannah Yarborough and Elizabeth Hurt Ottard on the gals side. Cheerleaders as well, managers. Great ceremony. Taylor with it, left wing. Do things right here at TCA.
Mm-hmm.
And working with it now will be Blue. Blue. They want to go inside the Bird. Trace on him over there, and then Waller's there to help if they need him on that right block there. Sinus with it. And Malden knocked the ball away momentarily. Taylor gets it back. Taylor gets a double screen. Can't really
good
use
help.
it. Pass down to Blue. Blue, and that's going to be a shot up by Blue. It's there. And Blue now trying to pick up the slack with Bird not scoring. And here's a timeout. Coach Anderson. 17-12.
How does he get credit for calling a timeout when we had the ball in our possession? The ball's coming inbounds. How does he get away with that?
I'm not sure. A little peculiar, but he did. We'll keep it here, Stan. What was the final in that Jackson Christian Sacred Heart girls game?
It was a 10-point game with a second to go.
In overtime. And Blue is over there. Blue looks like he's shaking up. That's all that Tipton Rosemark needs now without Ramsey, their big gun. And Blue,
I thought Blue maybe should have been called for the charge in that last bucket of his.
Well, get a message from my daughter, which means that she's feeling better. Hopefully. 17-12, 5-point game, and Coach Anderson got it. He's talking to Blue. Blue's shaking up. He's puffing and puffing over there. Looked like he was holding one of his arms, Stan. Look at him. He's really
on the
struggling.
bench. I mean,
gasping for breath right now.
It looks like he needs a little oxygen.
I think he actually got
his right forearm
hit in the stomach area, to be honest with you. 17-12, and holding his arm a little bit at the same time. Well, Bird against Robertson. Now he says, okay, you're going to guard me. I'm going to guard you. Bird has to be careful. He's got 2 fouls. Levin Lane's in the game. Levin's mom and dad saw them come in. His grandmother, Miss Judy Vaughn, is listening and watching tonight. Big hello to our lovely buddy. Cooper Vales with it. Vales will drive in, puts it up. Going to be a charge on Vales.
I don't have a problem with that call, but there should have been one down here on that end, too.
Yep. Coach Williams talking to Coach Antoine Long. That Union-Lambeth connection. Frank's got him outvoted. He's a Lambeth guy. I'm not sure where Coach Handy, where'd he go to college, Stan?
Don't know.
17-12. 5-point game. Good coaching staff, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Solid.
Excellent. Working with it now. Bird gives it up to the shooter, and that shot up no good by Cannon. But Sinus comes up with it. He'll square for the 3. He'll miss it badly. Ball out of bounds. And it goes off Taylor. It's going to be TCA's ball.
We may have got away with one there, Diamond.
May have. It is a 17-12 game, 426. Points have been at a premium here in the last couple of minutes, haven't they?
But we've managed to keep that lead.
5-point game, 426. And a lot of verbal communication out there right now by both coaches. Cooper has it into Trace Robertson, back to Trace. They come with a 2-2-1 full court press. This time Bird trying to protect him. He's on the back end of 2-2-1. Levin Lane thought about it. Levin will drive in. Levin stops.
That's a foul.
We got walking on Levin Lane.
Oh, Diamond, a fraction of a second because Bird dropped the hammer on him.
5-point game. Well, letting them stay close. Well, across the timeline, Sinus.
That would have been huge.
Deep left over there is Blue. Blue works out to Sinus. Nowhere to go. Out to Bird, who has still not scored in the game. Now here to the shooter, Grisby. Back rim 3, no. That Sinus sneaks in there and gets that rebound. It goes out of bounds. Touched last by Tipton Rosemark. Coach Anderson is hot.
Well, give the officials a chance to work it out, Coach Anderson.
Yeah, they're going to work it out.
I think you're going to get your way.
Yep. And that's the right call. They reversed it. I'll tell you something that happened, not to alarm TCA fans, but Olivia Lee had a little turn of the ankle right below me here going down the steps. Kevin Hansen came over, and she's walking fine, so no alarm there. She got a little ice on the right ankle. down the student body now. So good news there. And now we have a hole. It's going to be called on Trace Robertson, I think.
That would be his second game.
And Bird's going to shoot 1+1.
Well, this is only Bird's second shot of the night.
Yeah, Bird has not scored at 37 down there.
And he had 46 against USJ, I believe.
So Bird will go to the line. Let's hope this doesn't wake him up. Trace Robertson's done an outstanding job. Well, you said Dexter had something up his sleeve, and the Magicians pulled off another one, hadn't they?
It's worked.
Bird to the line to shoot 1+1. Free throw up. Good.
Now what we need is a plan B in the hole.
17-13. And despite you feeling like TCA had sort of, I wouldn't say controlled the game, but had the momentum, it shifted a little bit here in the last couple minutes, hasn't it?
We're expending a lot of energy guarding Bird and Blue for that matter. And as the second free throw is good, that's giving other Rosemark players the opportunity to pick up the slack. We're putting so much energy on those two, we're leaving gaps for others.
15-6 at the end of one. Now it's 17-14. Keltner's three. And the rebound's controlled by Tipton Rosemark. Little guy Grisby comes up with it. Gives it to Bird. Bird front court. Bird over to Taylor. Taylor can't shoot. Taylor puts it up. No, we got a charge on Taylor.
Good job. Step slide by Keltner. Got froze and got the charge.
Cedric not happy about that one, and the official smiling over there.
Is there ever a call he's been happy about?
17-14. After the game down there, though, came over and gave me a big hug and said, bless you, brother. Be safe going home. Here's Waller with it. Waller front court. They had a big crowd down there that night, didn't they? It was homecoming, wasn't it? Left wing, Waller. Waller three.
Wow.
Braden Waller.
He's got 7.
Yeah. Gives TCA the momentum back for a moment anyway. 20-14. The other way, here's a three by Sinus. No. Rebound, Trace Robinson. Trace, ball knocked away. Sinus, he really hustles. He's a good player for them.
That's the thing. This Tipton Rosemark team, they will attack you at all angles. You think you're just going to dribble the ball, but there's some guy's going to loop around, come behind, and try and knock that ball out, which is exactly what they did.
I got a feeling with both of these coaches, Cedric and Dexter, if you don't do that, you don't play. The other way, beat the press. Waller, little soft floater from about 8. Yes.
And you see him just blow by Berg on that?
You know, Stan, he's really quicker than I think we give him credit for sometimes. Had a great year in football, didn't he?
Yep.
Receiver, Blue with it, 22-14, back to an 8-point game.
That's a
TCA's led by as many as 9. They trailed at one time 3-0. Across the top of the key, Grisby. Grisby gets it back, wants to go back to Bird. Bird goes back and gets the ball from him. Bird threw it across the zone to Sinus. Sinus out.
Dangerous pass.
Yeah, really was. Here's a 3 left wing. Nope. And coming back up with it with a reverse layup. Sinus, I'm telling you, the kid can play.
Yep.
He has 5 in the game.
Good hustler.
22-16.
Oh, 3-on-1.
Waller to Keltner the other way. Blue had to let him go. Keltner lays it up and in.
8 for Keltner.
Again, TCA attacks the pressure and get easy shots. Bird with it. Bird shakes and bakes. Nowhere to go after Sinus.
And remember, when Bird gets back on defense, he's got to back off, so it's like one less defender back there.
Waller was guarding him that time. Waller's picked him up in the box and won the last couple of trips. Waller front court from Cooper Bales. Waller drives in and had it knocked away, but he's fouled on the floor. That's number 9, so he'll shoot 1+1 when we come back. Well, we're going to stay here. No timeout. Waller to the line stand, 69%er, and TCA can grab their biggest lead if he hits both of these free throws.
Diamond, do you see a lot of kids out there huffing and puffing a little bit?
Yeah, they are.
A lot of energy, not a lot of points scored, but a lot of energy used in this ball game.
And with the temperature getting up to 62 today,
it's a little warm in this gym.
It's warmer tonight than it's been here all year. Waller up, yes.
Now remember though, once the sun went down, the temperature is going to start falling hour by hour for the next about 2 days.
80% chance of rain around 11 tonight, and then rain all day tomorrow.
And
then
Thursday.
Tomorrow night, ice. And
let's hope not.
Some of the modules show anywhere from a half an inch of ice to 1.3. If it's 1.3, we're in deep trouble.
Well, let's just hope the same guys that said 1.3 are the same guys that said 8 inches of snow.
26-16. Speaking of weathermen, big hello and hope that Mo Shamel from Channel 7 is doing better. Our thoughts and prayers. Stan, I don't know if you saw or not tonight, a good friend of ours over in Crockett County, John Blankenship's dad, Ronnie Blankenship, passed away today.
Yeah, that's just terrible.
Bird, his first shot from the floor, no. Yeah, Ronnie, a great guy, big Crockett County, big Cardinal fan. Used to call my show all the time. What a pass. Water to the Teddy Keltner. Yes!
31 points away from 1,000. He's got 10 in this game.
Sure does.
But yeah, Ryan Blankenship, John Blankenship, just a great guy. And John looked up to him so much. So much. Yeah. Such a great man. He was a great man.
Such a loss. Used to call my radio show all the time. Huge Cardinal fan.
Tough loss for Gibson County and Humboldt.
Sure is. 28-16. Our thoughts and prayers for John and the family. 12-point game, 26 seconds. Bird's only attempted one shot to the floor. He's yo-yoing it out between the circles. Says, clear the floor, boys. I want to take it in one by myself.
I know his grandson's grieving right now. Big time.
They are. Can't imagine. Bird has to give it up to Sinus. And he walks. Proper call. Down the hurry. Well, Tipton Rosemark has not figured out this TCA defense yet.
The official stopped, paused, put his hand up, and then started the motion while backstepping a little bit. Looked like, who was the guy who used to be on the Gong Show? Gene the dancing machine.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what he kind of looked like there a little bit.
You are dating us, remembering that show. Remember the bear would come out and dance, the dancing bear, 28-16. Oh, I wish I hadn't even thought of that. Keltner right baseline, had it knocked away, gets it back out to Waller. Three, good if it goes. Yes!
Wow!
And the Lions lead here at the break.
Listen to this crowd, Dave McCullough.
31-16. We'll take a 2 to break. We're back. Recap stats of this one. The Lions on a roll. They're roaring, and the crowd roaring as well. Back with Matt Coble right after this. 2-minute message on the TCA Basketball Network.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. You know, home buying can be a long and confusing process, especially in today's market. Well, our Home Sweet Home Loan program offers incredibly competitive rates and allows you to keep your loan local throughout the entire life of the loan. So start your financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number on the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! Kinsey Banking Company and Foundation Bank are an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's warranty for life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
At the half, TCA 31, Tipton Rosemark 16. Quickly, here's the team stats. Then Diamond Dave will have the individual score, and then we'll talk to TCA coach Matthew Coble. Looking at these individual numbers, Tipton Rosemark 6 in the first, 10 in the second for their 16. TCA with 15 in the first, 16 in the second for their 31. Rosemark 26% from the field, 6 of 23. TCA 58% on 11 of 19 shooting. Rosemark 1 of 13 from long range for 8%. TCA 50% on 4 of 8. Free throws 75% for Rosemark, 3 of 4, 5 of 6 for 83% for TCA. And TCA actually says we're out rebounding Rosemark. I'm not so sure about that, but it's showing them with the rebound lead there. TCA with a assist and a steal during that first half, and more importantly, Tyler Bird, 2 shots, one of those from the free throw line, and maybe 5 touches the whole first half.
Yeah, Trace Robertson did a great job on him much of the half, and then they put Waller on him, and Waller locked him down as well. By the way, Stan, we probably want to check our crowd mic next time. Scott Martin tells us that was really too loud, couldn't hear us there, so we'll adjust that. Judy Wallington-Barker, big hello to her. Judy Vaughn, I mentioned Judy earlier, our lovely friend, and Shirley Gaddy, Melanie Wilburn, and all the gang watching tonight as our broadcast being brought to you by the Trinity Christian Academy Booster Club. Very quickly, Bird only 2, as Stan told you. Blue has 6, 5 by Sinus, 3 by Cannon. It's the first shot of the game and then hasn't scored since. Butler with 6. He did not score in that first half. For the Lions, how about 14 by Braden Waller, 12 of those in the second quarter. Williams had 6, Weiser with 1, 10 by Keltner. Matt Coble always looks at my stat sheet and says, how in heaven's name does he ever read that? Difference between me and a doctor is that doctors make a lot more money than I do. 31-16. Matt, earlier tonight, your ball club wins it 74-38. And before I get some comments from you, we mentioned Ronnie Blankenship passing away. John from the radio station, his dad. I do want to send along, too, I saw where B.J. Van Cleve, Samantha's granddad passed away, or grandmother passed away. We want to say a big thoughts and prayers to those folks as well, the Van Cleves, in the loss of B.J.'s mom earlier today. Matt Coble, hate to segue into this. I know we love Sam and love the Van Cleves, and a big hello to them and our thoughts and prayers with them, and I wanted to work that in.
Most definitely.
Yeah, for all of us. But how about your ball club tonight? You shoot 62% in the first half and really never looked back, did you?
Yeah, no doubt. We came out really, really shooting the ball well, and we shoot like that, we're going to be really, really hard to beat.
Sure.
We just came out really moving the ball. We actually set the single game assist record tonight with 28, and the older one was 26. So that's a big thing that they kind of been wanting to do. And some of those games you get to thinking about it. Hey, we're this close, and you try to force them past, but we just kind of moved the ball, got really good shots. The way that Tipton Rosemark kind of guards, they kind of leave that middle open, and we attacked the middle and then played from there.
Cardenville's got you out of the gate very quickly. Of course, Olivia was great all night long, but Carden, when she hits those shots, I mentioned during the play-by-play, she hits those kind of shots, which opens up Olivia even more and opens up people on the other people as well. I mean, TCA will be a tough out for anyone down the stretch.
Right, and you have 2 girls that shot like that. Olivia was 5 for 7 and Carden 4 for 5, and then Anna was 1 for 2 on 3. That makes us really, really dangerous. Not to mention Amelia wasn't even out there tonight.
Sure.
But Carden was one rebound away from a triple-double, plus 5 steals. So it was a really, really big night from her like that. Now that's not taken away. And Amelia and Olivia just does what she does, and then also just puts 36 on the board.
And Matt, the other factor too, you mentioned the school record for assists in the game, 28. I really like the way I like the way we pass the ball, but I like the style of the passing. I mean, we made beautiful passes to where shooters were in rhythm all night long.
Yeah, and that's something we've really been working on is good passes lead to good shots. Bad passes lead to bad shots. And, the better pass it is into their shooting pocket where you can come to the ball. We work really hard on coming to the ball, jump catch, having our feet set and ready when the ball touches our hand. And it's crazy because, when you talk to the girls, it's like, look, so every practice shot you work on, where's the ball usually coming from? Usually somebody's passing from inside the lane,
sure.
Like if you're just practicing. And so you're so used to that. They get the gun. If they get Dr. Dish out here, they're shooting on their own, the ball's coming from right in front of the rim. So it's really something we really, really work on. Get the ball in and make great, strong passes. It makes the shot so much easier.
Matt, there's been some games, or a few games, not many, but there's been a few games where we just didn't finish well. We really finished well tonight, didn't we?
Right, and that's kind of the way we kind of tweaked our offense just a little bit, the way they come attack, and we really attacked that free throw line area and played from there. We really played from that area to the rest of the floor tonight. And got some really good looks.
I love the aggressive offensive look that Olivia had tonight about her.
Yeah, so, she's a scorer. She's a player. She's a Miss Basketball nominee for a reason, just
sure.
looking to attack and score, but wasn't trying to force things.
Your thoughts about your two seniors tonight on senior night, played their last regular season game in here. Elizabeth and Hannah, very special kids, great players, but very special kids.
Yeah, very special kids. This is always one of those special nights. Love those kids. Elizabeth didn't play her first 3 years, played for me in middle school, kind of came back, and she's still catching up mentally to some of the things that just happen in the flow of the game. But you can't, when she gets going and excited, she really changed our team. Those rebounds huge, and just playing with that. She guarded Elise Warren tonight really, really well. But that's something special. When she's like, I'm thinking about coming back. Absolutely. Can't turn down athletes like that. So
no doubt. Matt, one thing too that we haven't talked about a lot, I guess, you got your great scorers in Lee and Carden now developing into a great scorer, and of course Amelia. But I love the way the other kids embrace their roles on this team.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where I was going to go with Hannah. Hannah has been through the program. She's been through there was some really, really good players in front of her, and she came to practice every day and work. Still comes to practice every day and work. There's people, we track a plus minus, meaning when they're on the floor, we're that many points better, that many points worse. And Hannah's is always one of the top because she just does all the little things and doesn't care at all. As long as we win, she's happy. If she doesn't score at all, doesn't do anything, and she's just a kid that has been through the program and done everything really, really right. And that's the one that really makes you really proud. And those girls. This is 19 now and 3. They win 5 more. They set the record for team wins for a class.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful. Hey, congratulations, Fed Academy. We'll be there with you Friday. Good luck. Let's have a safe trip down there. Let's get a big win. Be tough.
Right. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dan.
All right. Matt Coble, as he joins us here, as his Lady Lions win, set a school record for assists in a game, 28. Stan, we're part of history almost every night we come out here.
And just a few points away from a school scoring record is too. 6 points away from the school scoring record. No, for individual game.
Yeah. All right. Dan Gerard, we get ready for the guys' game. TCA, how about Braden Waller closing that thing out with that big shot, 31-16. Tipton Rosemark is going to have a couple of runs. Yep. And here we go for the third quarter.
That's what scares me is they're going to have a few runs. How long can we keep playing this Marcus Newby type lockdown defense on Tyler Bird?
Robertson trying to get it in, and great defenses. Tipton Rosemark comes out. We'll set the lineups as the quarter progresses. Here's Weiser, bad pass. Bird knocks that thing away and then goes and gets it. Now what do we have?
Stepped on the
baseline down there. Coach Anderson can't believe it.
And for those of you guys, who's Marcus Newby? Great player for BTW back in the day. And went to like 4 schools in 4 years. Their coach didn't know what to do here, and we just locked him down 1 year. Played great defense, wonderful SEC talent.
Weiser, Waller, Williams, Robertson, and Keltner for the Lions. And Blue, Bird, and now a tough pass, but Keltner somehow came up with that. And over his shoulder, picked it off. Here's Williams, left baseline jumper, no. And in the game now is Cannon, Sinus, Bird, Blue, and I missed someone. Who did I miss? We missed. Well, we got Cannon. We'll set the other for you. It's actually the other player is Butler. Butler has it, top of the key. Over to Sinus. They go inside the blue ball, knocked away. Great hands. Trace Robertson has done a marvelous job defensively. Front court pass to Weiser, a little out of control, but turns, puts it up. No. Blue made him change the arc of that shot. Now Blue's on the run out the other way. Bird wants that basketball, but Blue doesn't give it to him. Now Blue will lay it up and in. The TCA fans wanted a push off and probably deserved one, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Blue has 8. He's picked up the slack. 31-18. Don't want to let him back in his thing. And now here's the ball knocked away, and Tipton Rosemark has it. They go front court to Butler to the trailing, and now what do we have? Walking.
Travel.
They're going to get the walk, and Coach Anderson's roaming down the sidelines.
Starting to question the officials here, and
even some of the Rosemark fans behind the bench chuckling a little bit. I'm not sure if they're chuckling at Coach Anderson. He's very animated, no doubt about it, or if they're chuckling at the call. Here's Williams with it. Well, 31-18. Remember, Stan, they had the big run to open at the third quarter down there and broke the game open. Here is Weiser driving in. Layup missed it. Tough break. And the ball goes out of bounds, and standing out of bounds with it when it came off his leg was Cannon, so TCA will retain control here.
were missing some shots early that we
Yeah,
were getting to
sure
fall in the first half.
Grisby, who played well off the bench for Tipton Rosemark, the Rebels, he's going to come in the game, and going out will be Butler, a freshman replaced by a freshman.
I mean, we've only had one bucket scored in this half by Rosemark, but I just don't like the turn this first half's had, the first minute and a half.
Yeah, we played a minute and a half now, a minute and 40 seconds now, and it's still 31 for the Lions. Here's a floater in the paint, and Waller has got it going tonight. Yes, 16 the game.
Boy, Bird has such a long wingspan. You really have to adjust your shot a lot when he's guarding you.
33-18, he really does. He's got great leaping ability, great anticipation. Now the ball shot up, no good, goes out of bounds. It goes off Tipton Rosemark.
Did you see Waller had his hands extended, wasn't touching Bird. Bird just took his hands and shoved Waller's hands away.
Now the officials converge and they overturn the call. I couldn't tell from here. The Rosemark fans were really irate about the ball going over to TCA.
Oh, okay, Coach, you got the call. Quit complaining.
33-18. Blue with it. Blue in the paint. He puts up a little left-handed floater. No. Trace Robertson just out-hustles everybody to the 50-50 ball. How many times are games won by that kind of effort? Waller with it. Waller cut off by Cannon. Out to Trace. Fakes the pass. Goes over to Williams. Deep left. Thought about the three. Doesn't shoot. Right in front of Coach Handy. Coach Handy was about to come out of the chair and grab him. Here is Williams with it. Dexter directing traffic. Dexter with that plaid jacket on tonight. He's looking dapper. He's trying to look like Cal.
Yep.
And now the ball thrown away. I was
Turnover on
kidding.
TCA.
I told him when they went up to see the Cats destroy Tennessee, the Cats haven't missed a beat since. And he said, I'm going to take a little credit for that Diamond Dave. 33-18.
Coach Butler with a shopping bag of something.
Where is he over there?
Right in front of you.
Oh, I see him down there. It's probably got the
Steal.
money in it. Steal by Williams. Caleb will drive in. Caleb lays it up and in.
8 points. If you saw that, folks, Caleb kept turning his head. He looked to see the defender and how quickly he was closing whilst continuing to go towards the bucket.
After struggling, you're exactly right. After struggling for a couple minutes, Lions have their feet back up under them now. They lead 35-18. Biggest lead of the game. 5 minutes left in the third. Grisby wants to think about it. And now Bird, as he just shoves off Waller. That's his third.
Yeah.
He can't believe it. Very animated with his arm way up in the air. That's what got him in trouble. Offensive foul, and it will be on Bird. Coach Anderson doesn't squawk about that.
Well, here's the deal now.
Frustration foul by Bird.
Here's the deal now. We've got the ball. Attack Bird.
Bird's now chanting something at the cheering session after they were getting on him a little bit.
Every offensive possession should be designed to go right at Bird.
Bird doesn't have a shy bone in his body, does he? 35-18. Here's Williams with it out near midcourt and throws a bad pass, but Waller somehow goes and gets it. He goes by Blue. He's fouled, puts it up.
Yes! There!
He's got a count and a foul. And the Lions are just taking it right to him.
Waller got that?
Yep. Waller now with 18 unofficially.
He is 18 and he doesn't know what he wants.
Yeah, wears 22 in that back. He'll wear 0 from time to time, but tonight 22's been in that magic number. Free throw, good. And it's 5 in the quarter, 19 in the game. 38-18. Who would have thought this?
Whoa.
I know they're playing without Ramsey, their big guy. And here's a three by Blue, no good. Sinus comes up with a rebound.
Another rebound.
He's got a lot of loose basketballs for them, and it crawls in. A nice play by Leno Sinus. He has 7.
Yep.
And now he steals it. And here's Bird, dunk it. Bird, his first bucket of the night. 38-20, and Coach Williams, seeing the momentum slipped a little bit. 38-22, actually. He calls a good timeout. 30 seconds. We'll take one as well. TCA basketball being presented by the TCA Booster Club. Stay with us, everybody.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name
7 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Well, Diamond Dave, Bird just gets his first bucket on a dunk. If he held on the rim much longer, could have been called for a technical foul. Very borderline on how close that would have been to a tee.
Tennessee beat Texas A&M in Knoxville 90-80. Michigan State outlasts Maryland 65-63. We got a barn burner down in the fairest little village on the plains. Alabama and Auburn, no love lost there. Bama leads 10-8 against Bruce Pearl. Got a lifetime contract after Louisville called on him. I think Kenny Payne is going to be the new coach at Louisville. That'll be announced, I guess, in a few days, I believe. Ball knocked away. Bird knocks away from Bales. Here's Blue the other way. Blue puts it up. No. Rebound Waller. Ball knocked away from him. Comes back up with it. Now Blue had a hand on it. And boy, Tipton Rosemark's really trying to battle their way back in this thing. Front court, Trace Robertson over to Noah Malden. The three. The senior, yes!
Oh, my. Smooth move. He shot that one. Hell, like he'd been shooting them all night long.
Malden, the senior, what a special night for him. Make sure that crowd mic is down a little bit. Stan, if you would. 41-22.
It is loud in here.
Yeah, it is. Down low Blue, and they're going to
Charge.
get a blocking foul on Malden.
Oh.
Malden can't believe it. Got to be careful not to all the T-bird there.
That should have been a charge.
Coach Williams not happy about that.
I just saw the replay. That was a charge.
41-22. Well, normally the film doesn't lie, but at this point, it's the officials in control. If Blue's going to go out of the game, and out with him will be Cannon. They'll bring Taylor back in the game, and
double dribble.
Butler. And Butler double dribble, proper call. Sure did, yep. The official.
He does that little back step thing again.
Little animated call there.
Gene, the dancing machine.
Look at Michael Mancini on the sidelines over there, football. 41-22. I didn't call that play. What are you guys running? Here is diagonal pass, front court Williams. Lobs it underneath the Malden. Malden fakes, puts it up and in. Noah Malden.
Malden with his first buck. I almost said, why he wait so long? Waller with the foul.
Dad at the bench wants to smile but cannot. He's an official over there. Clint Reed calls out the foul. Who got that, Stan?
It's going to be a Waller, I believe.
Waller has ignited this charge tonight. 43-22. 3:18. Looking better and better for TCA, trying to pull off what would be in many people's minds an upset.
Huge.
Working with it. Bird, and he's held. I think they're going to get Waller again, I think.
He may have got him. I didn't have the best angle to look at that.
That's Waller. Is that his third foul, I believe?
I got him as two, but I could be off.
I have him with two. I thought Clint said three, but I've got him with two. Bird talking to the official. Look at it. He talking to the official.
Robinson says, fine, take it.
Sinus a three. Nope.
Not even close.
And the ball knocked to bounds, touched last by Sinus, and the ball belongs to TCA. Tell you one thing about Sinus, he is going to hustle on every play for Tipton Rosemark. He never stops.
Now, that's the type of kid that I want. I mean, he's a player that I like, much like the one with the girls team. I like Sinus as a ball player.
I do too. Front court pass to Malden. Ooh. Malden drives in. Malden got away with it. Puts it up and in.
Oh!
Thought he may have walked, and the senior having a special night, and the crowd loves it.
Can you say fadeaway deuce?
Yeah, 55-22. I thought he may have walked. Look at that. He's got that mean look
he
on
didn't
him.
walk.
That's ignited this crowd. Here's Bird up. No. Cooper Vales, smallest kid out there, rebound.
Watch this.
Malden will drive in. Malden slips and falls, and he got walking on Malden. He saw Bird in the neighborhood.
Well, I like the play. He tried to draw him into the air. Bird was going to go on there with intentions of knocking that ball in the next week.
Put me in a foxhole and give me a guy that I want in there with me. And I'll take Malden. Brad Keltner getting the kick out of that. He's laughing across the way. Michael like that too, 45-22. I don't think we'd be chuckling unless we had this big lead. In the corner. Blues back in the game now.
I'm still not comfortable, Dave.
Sinus thought about it. We'll drive in. Push
charge,
it up.
yes,
charge
sir.
on Sinus.
Waller draws the charge.
45-22. Stunned looks. Tipton Rosemark's fans across the way.
Diamond, can we say the Butler did it?
Yeah.
That's been said in this town a time or two.
Malden out of the game, and he's being mauled by his teammates.
Well, give him a little rest, get his behind back in there.
45-22. Boy, his hustle. Remember that dive he made now walking? It's going to be called. Yep, as the right call. Before he unloaded Trace. I don't think Waller was looking, and Trace hesitated a little bit, and I think he pulled the foot. 45-22. Sinus inbounded. Sinus looks worn out. He's played so hard
tired.
for them. Yep. Look at Williams. Everyone's sort of bent over grabbing the shorts here. 45-22. Working with it, Bird. Bird spins. Bird trying to take it back in control here. Puts it up, missed it. Gets his own rebound back up.
Took away from him.
He thought it was foul. He's copping a play to the official. Now Bird, they get it after the steal, and Bird just lays it up and in.
Well,
45-24.
if we wouldn't have slipped that basketball, we'd be down here shooting the rock right now.
Yeah, Waller with it. Both teams committed 3 fouls in the quarter. Out here to Robertson,
Whoa.
bad pass, and it's over and back, proper call. And Tipton Rosemark has the ball.
Diamond, there's no reason we have to increase our pace. We are up by 21 points.
Cedric's all over the, Stan, he's all over the sideline official over there, and he's laughing. The official is, anyway. 3, right corner, yes, there by Cannon. His first bucket since he hit the opening bucket of the game, 45-27. Keltner beats the field back down the court, lays it up and in.
Keltner with 12.
47-27. And what do we have here now? Bird and the official talking it over. And they're telling Cedric to get back to the bench. I'm not sure what's going on. A lot of chatter out there right now.
Well, there's
After
no
all that-
love lost between these two schools.
No, it's not. Bird across the timeline in any sport, is it?
Yeah, and that started with girls basketball, the year we won.
Oh, my goodness. What, 4 times?
Yeah.
Everyone was a dogfight to the end.
We won by 20-something the first time on our own home court. Then we had to come from behind in each game after that.
Yep, 47-27. The postseason game was a doozy.
Which
45
one?
seconds. Well, both of them here, and one of them was at USJ, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I was at home, sadly.
Yep, here's Waller out
At the
between the
back.
circles. I remember that. Waller out to Vales. Cooper, bullet pass to Keltner, fakes, moves in from 10, shot at 11. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Bird with the rebound. He's going to slow things down. He looks at the official walking across the timeline with the dribble.
Keltner should have took it up there on that initial contact. He'd be shooting 2 right now.
Probably would be. 20-point TCA win. Blew a long 3. No. In and out. Waller, look at him hustle. Took that ball out of there with 7 seconds, with 7, with 6. He'll drive in against Bird. Bird blocked it. Waller gets it back, puts it up, no. Rebound Sinus with 1. Will not get the shot off in time. They're with the end of 3. He almost hit that thing. At the end of 3, our score. TCA by 20. 47-27. A stunner thus far. Back after this 1-minute message. For more TCA basketball, stay with us.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
As freezing temperatures make their arrival, McCoy's Heating and Air can give you peace of mind this season with a thorough seasonal inspection of your system. A seasonal inspection from the professionals at McCoy's Heating and Air is valued at $89. But if you call before January 31st, you can get yours for only $50. Each additional unit can be inspected for only $25. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your seasonal inspection.
Sinus with it. Out to Cannon, another 3. There it is. Cannon, his third 3. It cuts it down to 17.
That's okay. Keep guarding Bird.
Yep, it was a boxing one again that time. Now, TCA doesn't want to just try to put in the freezer because you lose your momentum. Here's Keltner. Corner pocket 3, no. Rebound control by Sinus. Here goes Bird back with it.
Stop him now.
Bird has that great move down pat, and Bales knocks the ball away.
A freshman just stole the ball from a all-stater.
Yeah, Keltner came up with that. That was
Florence going to be free, I think.
Yep, Blue with it. TCA back in that box and one again, and Robertson and Bird, they're going to know each other's ring sizes when this thing's over. Grisby, long two, up, no. Rebound, though. Sinus, up, no. Foul, he'll shoot two. The kid that's really, I think, been their best player on the court tonight will shoot 2 free throws.
You know, they're passing out some free food, but I'm still scared they'll charge me for it like they did in Greenfield.
Yeah, they charged us. We had
$1 for cold hot dogs.
That's right. To the line where we sign us. Been there tonight twice, hit one. This one crawls in. 16-point game.
Yep.
Here come the Rebels trying to strike their way back in this thing. Out of the game, Cannon. In the game, Taylor.
And
offensive, defensive kind of move.
And they're doing it with the clock arrested.
47-31. There goes the free hamburgers now below us now. Sign us up. Got that one clean as a whistle. And it's from 20 down to 15 now. 6:58 left.
Ooh.
Weiser backcourt. Had to go high to get that pass. Here comes almost a steal, and now knocked away, and it goes off of Weiser. It's going to be Tipton Rosemark's ball.
I thought Weiser threw the ball off a Bird's leg.
I couldn't tell from this vantage point. Dexter not happy with it.
I think I'd almost be ready for a timeout.
Dexter hadn't called one yet. He was talking to the official. I thought he might. Grisby out of the game. Back in is Butler. Cannon back in. He's their long-range gunner. Blue in the front court. Robertson again denying Bird the ball. Hadn't had a lot of touches tonight. Cannon wanted to shoot the three, but lost it. Comes back up with it to Sinus. Out to Cannon. Long three. Nope. Looked good when it left, but too hard. Lucky break for TCA, and coming out there with it, William. Great pass. Waller wide open, yes.
I mean, Tipton Rosemark's defense lollygagged the way back, and we smoked them for the deuce.
Waller, 21 of the game. 49-32. Now with it will be Cannon. Cross court, Blue. Blue. Out to Cannon. Cannon had that wide open shot on. They just cannot get the ball. And here's a three up by Blue, no good. Ball knocked out of there. Great hustle by Butler. Yeah. Over to Sinus. His three. Nope. Rebound controlled by Waller of TCA. Tipton Rosemark, credit the kids from Shelby County. They're not going quietly. And here's a foul on the floor before the shot. Probably not a bad foul by Butler because Weiser is about to go by him for the layup.
Lisa Northcutt watching this game. Miss Lisa, howdy to you. And here's something you may remember from a few years ago. Marcus Newby lockdown defense. We're playing some tonight, Lisa.
Sure are. The best defensive effort I've seen this year. Shirley Gaddy says, Line, you're playing great. 49-32. Blue out of the game, and let's see who came in for him. They get Grisby back in the game. Again, I think that's an offensive-defensive kind of move, trying to keep Blue out of foul trouble. Down low to it's blocked.
That's a great
block by Bird as he blocked that shot by Keltner. That's a tremendous athletic play. Have to admire Tipton Rosemark. Yeah. They're not used to losing, and boy, right now they're just giving everything they've got to get back in the game. They're attacking everywhere. TCA handles it well, though, to Williams. Cross court, Cooper Bales. Had Keltner in the corner, but didn't give it to him. Here's Waller. Out to Trace. His three. Got it.
Oh, my, oh, my, oh. Trace Robinson's first points of the game.
How many big shots has TCA hit tonight when you thought the momentum was shifting the other way? Now it's a 20-point game.
No walk.
And a Euro step by Bird, but it goes in. He has 8, cuts it to 18. 5:05 left in the game. Some time to go. Not yet determined, but looking better and better every second for the Lions. They lead the game 52-34. Back after this 30 on the TCA Basketball Network.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should offer more than a place to just store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest accounts include the flexibility of a checking account with tiered interest rates, identity theft protection, cell phone protection, and more. So start a financial conversation with us today by visiting foundationbank.org or calling us on the number at the screen. In the meantime, go Lions! McKinsey Banking Company is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
5:05 to go in this game. TCA, yes, TCA 52. Tipton Rosemark 34. And Diamond, should this hold up, it might be the biggest boys win in this gym in a lot of years since some of the deep playoff runs with Coach Northcutt.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And GCA's really earned it tonight. They've simply outplayed this Tipton Rosemark team, and a lot of that goes to Trace Robinson and Braden Waller's defense on their superstar, Tyler Bird. I mean, they've had him locked down, denied him the basketball all night long. At the 5-minute mark, Sinus knocked that ball away.
Had Waller wide open. We couldn't get the ball to him, Dave.
Yep. Blue back in the game. Robertson, Vales, Waller, Williams, and Keltner. They leave the paint open. Waller goes in, short-armed it from about 10 feet. And here's Bird with it on the run out. Bird shakes and bakes. He'll drive in, throw one up. It goes in. That's the kind of player he is. It's going to count, and a foul. Bird now has 10.
Robinson's going to pick it up.
52-34. Now 4:47. TCA cannot watch the clock here. They've just got to keep playing the game they played all night. They can put it away. Tipton Rosemark trying their best to stay in it. Free throw by Bird, no.
And another turnover.
And a turnover. Bird has it. Top of the key three. In and out. Tough break. He's upset himself. That ball didn't go in. Vales with it. He won't miss that very often. Now Sinus in the backcourt fouls Vales. Number 5, so no free throws.
Yeah.
Both teams have committed 5 fouls in the half.
Well, you'd think with as aggressive as this game's been, we have more free throws shot.
They've let them play.
And that's good because they've let it go both ways, Dave.
Yep.
That's the key. It's gone both ways.
Yeah, as long as you're consistent on each end.
No.
Vales with it. Over to Waller. Waller thought about driving, but does not. Out to Robertson. In the corner to Williams. His three. Nope. Rebound Waller. Boy, he's been huge tonight. Star of the game thus far. Waller throws it off the legs.
Bounces off of Butler.
Yeah. Blake Butler, the football coach, went off his shoulder down there. Out of the game, Grisby. And coming in the game for the first time tonight is Eli Gramling.
Coach Mancini's going, why didn't you get that one, Coach?
52-36. He'll kid him tomorrow at school about that.
Yeah.
4:19. Up in the air whether there will be school Thursday or not with this ice storm possibly coming in. Vales with it to Trace Robertson. Williams. Michael may get a holiday. Who knows? 52-36. I know a guy that won't be driving north to McKenzie from Jackson Thursday. Here's Keltner. Open Robertson. Didn't take it. I like that move. The clock is your ally now. It's the enemy of Tipton Rosemark. TCA spread the floor. Rosemark has a foul to give before TCA would shoot free throws. We're down to 3:50 in the game. And the lead now at 16. Bird picks up the foul. That's number 6.
No.
And Bird's gone. Blue, and he's gone. Blue is fouled out of the game with only 8 points tonight. Did a good job trying to keep him in it when Bird got in early foul trouble. How big was that early foul trouble by Bird?
Could have been very huge. And I think it was. How many minutes did he sit on the bench?
Well, he missed almost half the first half, didn't he?
Yep.
And Bird in the front row of the student section down there, they're having a little chat.
Is he still talking?
He's still talking. They're talking to him. They're razzing him down there. Yep. 52-36. Vales with it. Down to Keltner from Robertson. Layup. Yes. They went for the steal. Didn't get it.
He's got 14.
14 by Will. Averaging 14. 54-36. Bird a three. Top of the key. Nope. Will not go down. He can't believe it. He's really beside himself. Set some open shots that just won't drop for him right now. And now with 3:29 left, it's TCA looking better and better with 3:29 left and an 18-point lead.
And again, Cooper Vales, 6-man off the bench, playing extensively here in the second half.
He's done that. That's been the pattern lately for the gang. Here's Williams. Corner three, left wing. Yes, Caleb can gun him, folks. He has 11 in the game.
That's his third 3 of the night.
57-36. 3 threes and a deuce. And it's 57-36, back to the 21-point lead. Here's a floater in the paint by Bird. No good. Tip no, and Bird's going to be called for the foul.
Well, that's number 4.
They'll walk the other way, and Coach Anderson, he may get Bird out of there. I'm not sure.
Well,
Bird's going to go out.
Yeah, but that's one. At what point do you concede?
I think that's the concession right there.
Yeah.
57-36. Bird's super player, though. Let's give him his due.
But credit the defensive game plan that 2-time state champion coach Dexter Williams put together for this game.
Yeah, you said he had a game plan. You know, and let's say this, too. Even as an opposing announcer, I like to watch Bird play. He makes something happen all the time. Robertson up, yes. 58-36. He's a great player, and he's entertaining on top of that.
And we were announcing for Rosemark, we'd be over the moon with it.
Oh, yeah. Trace again. Boy, how about this effort by TCA tonight? Trace now has 5 in the game, the 3 a moment ago, and 2 free throws. 59-36, and you can pretty well with 3 minutes left. TCA is going to go to 15-8 and stand 7-2 in regional district play. And now we got a foul.
Offensive foul.
Going to be on Sinus, I think.
Well, TCA would move to 7-2. Sacred Heart 7-1 coming in. Let's switch gears here. See if we can find out a Jackson Christian and Sacred Heart score.
You will not see, well, Bird's back in the game. You'll not see a better defensive effort than what you've seen with TCA tonight. I think it's one of the best defensive efforts I've seen in here in years.
Diamond Dave, Jackson Christian 37, Sacred Heart 32, 2:52 to go in the third quarter.
How about that? Well, if that holds up, really gets interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
59-36, so I guess the surprise of the entire region right now would be TCA boys. Trace can't get it in bounds and calls a timeout. We'll take one with him. 2:56 in the game, 59-36 all Lions. Back after this 30 as you watch and listen to TCA basketball.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
.256 to go in this game. TCA 59, Rosemark 36. And Dave, I'm still not breathing.
Yep.
I can't do it.
Been a big effort here tonight as the Lions will send some news around the region, to say the least, and around the state for that matter. Trace in the backcourt, across the timeline. Waller with it. I'll tell you something. You talked about Lisa watching a moment ago, Lisa Northcutt. Yeah. I'll tell you a guy that is as happy as anyone for this group of kids is Ken Northcutt, their former coach as well.
I agree completely.
59-36. Working with it, Caleb Williams, front court Trace. Cooper's on the left wing over there now. Keltner's at the high post, and Tipton Rosemark's back in his own right now. They're not really attacking as they were earlier when the game was maybe still in doubt to some degree. Dexter directing traffic. Dexter all over there. He's animated as well. He's telling everybody where to be on the court. Vales with it. Vales swings it across to Robertson down to 2:20. He's taking about a minute off the clock here. And Bird is grabbing Trace Robertson's jersey and wanting a foul, I think. Look at him. He is talking to the official. Now he's talking to the crowd over here. 59-36. He's talking to the front row. Look at him stand. Oh, my goodness. Here's Cooper Bales with it. He was trying to draw the foul. He was holding Trace's uniform, and now he fouls out of the game.
Well, an interesting player, a character, that's for sure. But in all seriousness, what a wonderful talent.
Oh, no doubt about it. Pretty special. Here's Waller to shoot 1+1.
And you know what kills me? The polls came out. TCA knocks off Sacred Heart in boys action last week. Sacred Heart moves into the top 6 in the state.
Well, I've told you before several times, I quit voting years ago simply because I thought it was so skewed. I remember having to vote, here's Waller up, vote for teams that I covered, Stan, through the years. I'd have to vote them number 1 when I knew they weren't number 1 just to get them in the top 10.
Yeah.
60-36.
It just proves me that some sports writers are not real smart.
Steve Heyman and I both just quit voting one year. Said we're not going to do it anymore, which might have been unfair to our kids, but it was just so skewed. 61-36, both free throws by Waller is there. He goes out of the game, Stan, and I have him 23 points in the game. What a night. And now Tipton Rosemark throws it away. They've got back in the game. They have Pickett. They don't got anybody. They have back in the game Pickett. English teachers falling out of their seats. Here's Malden in the game, and Braden goes out. Or Caleb, I should say. He had a great game tonight. He wound up with 11, Stan. And TCA just running the clock down, 1:45. Who would have thought this margin, too? I'm not shocked that TCA won tonight. You thought they'd be a really good effort and a great game, but the margin really sort of staggering, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know they play without tonight. Ramsey, their big guy, and Bird got in foul trouble, but, I mean, TCA took it to him early.
Ramsey, a good player, but him being out wasn't the difference in this game, though.
No, when you're the underdog, too, and you got to the kind of lead that TCA got out to, it just really propels you to more confidence throughout the game. Atwood's in the game. Zane's in there. Here's Malden's three. No. Crowd moaning a little bit. They wanted the senior to get that shot. He's the lone senior on the team. He ignited this team this second half. Was 7. Diving to the court on every play, it seemed like, offensively and defensively. Levin Lane's going to come in the game. Also, Pierce Holsinger is going to come in the game. Robertson goes out. Malden will go out. And Noah Malden will go out for the last time as a senior in regular season play anyway. Gets the hug from Coach Williams, Coach Long, Coach Clampett. And a standing ovation from many of the folks here tonight. And boy, did he play great. Dad over there on the press row. No, he has to love it.
Rosemark's got all their JV in.
Yep, they have in the ball game Cooper Curtis. Levin Lane. Ball knocked away, gets it to Atwood. Atwood lays it up, no good. Thought he was going to get fouled. And Rosemark comes up with it. Grisby with it. Grisby played a lot when the game counted, and hair flying everywhere, a la Pistol Pete. Yesterday, Pistol Pete, 51 years ago, is that right? Timeout, we're going to keep it here. Stan, yesterday, in 1970, Pistol Pete passed Oscar Robertson as the all-time NCAA leader in points, and it was at Ole Miss.
Passing the former Indianapolis Crispus Attucks legend.
Yeah, Big O. And then went on to average 44.2, and that without the three-pointer. 21 seconds, all that remains. 61-36. Cooper Vale's fouls, and I'm not sure why Cooper fouled that time. He fouls Grisby. He's going to shoot 1+1. Well, I know why he fouled now. Has to get Gabriel Lee and Lakai Thompson in the game.
Well, the two 8th graders are now varsity athletes.
Thompson doesn't look like an 8th grader, does he?
Lakai Tompkins, folks, number 33 is the future in multiple sports at this school.
Tompkins will wear a number worn by the great Larry Bird. And here's Grisby to the line. 1+1 is there. Luke has his first point of the game. It's 61-37. And the Lions are going to win this thing and win it big here tonight. And TCA's going to sweep on senior night. This one up, no good. And the rebound is controlled by Atwood. We got a jump ball.
Jump ball? Are you kidding?
Atwood and Butler tied up. That's academic stand. It's 61-37.
Atwood's like, what?
Here's Holsinger. Yeah, the crowd moaning a little bit about that. They want to get Gabriel Lee the shot. He's over there with it. Gabriel Lee's three in the air. No. Oh. And rebound, though, back up.
Yes!
Tompkins.
And away, Lakai!
Tompkins knocks it in. 63-37. So one of the 8th graders gets the bucket. And it is 63-37. And the Lions do the double sweep on senior night. We'll take a 2-minute break. And we'll be back. Wrap it up. Get you ready for Friday when we travel to Fayette Academy. This is TCA Basketball, a 2-minute message.
Thank you for following TCA Athletics. This is Gina Keltner, president of the TCA Booster Club. God has called Trinity Christian Academy to assist Christian families and their churches in providing a biblically directed, academically excellent education that equips students to be godly leaders and servants in their home, churches, and communities. The TCA Booster Club's efforts help provide the resources necessary for our coaches to have the opportunity to carry out TCA's mission on the court and on the field.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
As freezing temperatures make their arrival, McCoy's Heating and Air can give you peace of mind this season with a thorough seasonal inspection of your system. A seasonal inspection from the professionals at McCoy's Heating and Air is valued at $89. But if you call before January 31st, you can get yours for only $50. Each additional unit can be inspected for only $25. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com to schedule your seasonal inspection.
We're back here at the T-Dome on the campus of Trinity Christian Academy, where TCA pulls off the double dip against Rosemark. They win the girls' game by a score of 74-38, and Trinity Christian Academy knocks off the Tyler Bird-led Tipton Rosemark team tonight, 63-37 in this contest. And with the numbers and the individual scoring, here's Dave McCulley.
Thank you very much, Stan. Great job tonight by our entire team. Michael Mancini, yours truly. I should say Stan Gerard, and hopefully yours truly didn't do a very
you do okay.
Bad job, but did okay, I guess.
You brought me a hamburger.
We rode this bike a few times, you and I both, haven't we? And Michael did a great job as well. Here's how the individual stats look. Tyler Bird held at 10 tonight. Picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter, set out about half the first quarter, and then much of the second stanza. Blue had 8 in the game, 1 by Grisby, 9 by Sinus, who really I thought was their best player tonight, and 9 by Sam Cannon. Hit the opening 3, hit a couple threes in the second half, but not enough for the Tipton Rosemark Rebels. We wish them safe travels back home, and good chance we'll see them again later this year in postseason play. You never know. Braden Waller was sensational tonight. He had 2 in the first quarter, 5 in the second, and wound up tonight. Unofficially, I have him with 23 points tonight. I'll have to double check, see if that's a career high for him. 11 by Caleb Williams, who really shot the ball beautifully when he had to, hit some clutch threes. It was Zane Atwood playing, not scoring. Will Weiser had a point tonight, and that's, again, proof of how good this team has developed and what kind of team they developed into. Weiser, a guy that averages almost 8 points a game, only 1, but yet you win 63-37. Anyone on any given night can do the damage for Dexter's ball club. Pierce Holsinger, Levin Lane both played. Trace Robertson only had 5, but if you measure the most valuable player of the game, it's probably him, to be honest with you. He and, I guess, Waller would share that duty tonight, in my mind anyway, as he just locked down Bird much of the first half. And then when he was out, or they switched a couple times to get his legs back up under him, it was Braden Waller who did a great job on Bird as well. Trace had 5 in the game, but again, his value was much more than points. 7 by Noah Malden. He ignited the crowd and his bench. And this place tonight with 7 points all in the second half. Great defense, great hustle. And he winds up with 7. And there he is, Will Keltner, Mr. Steady, the superstar, who averages 14, wound up with 14 tonight as well. And the Lions win it 63-37. Stan mentioned earlier tonight, all Lions in that one, 74-38 in the gals game. 20 by Carden Vels, who was sensational. And then even better than that was super sensational Olivia Lee, who had 36 in the ball game. And Stan, double dip on senior night. That's the way it should be.
Oh, the way it should be. Congratulations to the TCA Lions and Lady Lions. What a game plan that Dexter Williams thought out, and what a game plan that his young Lions, and it really is, his young Lions executed tonight against a guy who probably has to be the district MVP in Tyler Bird.
I totally agree with you. Who would have thought 23 games, actually now 24 games into the season, TCA would be 15-8. That's 23, Dave. Be 15-8 after 23 games. I think any of us would have taken that.
Oh, we had took that and gone to the bank and said, job well done. But, Diamond, this team has turned the corner. Now, TCA, let's look at this now. Rosemark is now 5-3 in district play. TCA is 7-2. So a game and a half lead there. You're feeling comfortable there. But, and by the way, scoring update, 6:20 to go in the game. Sacred Heart leads Jackson Christian 42-40 in that ball game. So that one's not over. TCA in a virtual tie. Well, they could be tied for the lead, or they could be a half game out.
Yeah.
And who'd have thunk that we'd be in this position at this point in the season with only 2 district games left to go.
And both of them tough at Fed Academy Friday. Stan and I will be there. I think Philip is going to be with us, isn't he?
I believe
Mike
so.
has the night off, and Jay and Paul. So we'll have Philip Robertson down there helping direct and produce. We'll have the airtime at 5:45, tip off at 6, and then after that, we stay on the road nearby USJ.
And we'll have basketball on Saturday as well for you.
And McNary, you'll have that. That's a non-district game. But
not sure what network that game's going to be on yet.
All right.
So we're still looking at that.
That's going to wrap it up for us. Safe travels to our friends from Tipton Rosemark, I should say, and safe travels for us going down to Fed Academy Friday. Get the groceries and get ready for hopefully not much ice. Supposed to come in beginning around midnight tomorrow night, and hopefully we'll be okay by Friday as we travel down to Fed Academy. For Michael Mancini, for Stan Gerard, and for Coach Coble and Coach Williams, 2 big wins tonight. Congratulations, Lions. I'm Diamond Dave McCulley. God bless you. And from the T-Dome here on the campus of TCA on this Tuesday night, so long, everybody.